Have you been feeling like the very fabric of reality is subtly shifting around you, as if the world you know is not quite as solid as it once was? Are you noticing things, sensing energies, experiencing synchronicities that others seem to completely ignore, as if they are living in an entirely different dimension than you? This isn't random, and it's certainly not just your imagination. This is an immensely important time, a true turning point, not only for you, but for the collective consciousness, and you have a higher purpose in all of this that is about to be revealed. You are what we call a chosen soul, and the strange experiences you've been having are not random occurrences, but are by cosmic design. The universe is calling you to step into your power, and what you're feeling is the activation of a long-dormant potential that was always within you. Consider it like a cosmic tuning fork, and you, a finely crafted instrument, are finally resonating with the universe's unique frequency. This isn't a new concept. Throughout history and across cultures, there have been those uniquely sensitive to these shifts, the ones who felt the cosmic winds of change far before the masses. These periods of intense change are not isolated incidents, but are parts of a cyclical pattern intimately connected to specific celestial alignments, like a cosmic clock that triggers these transformations with precise timing. Think of it this way: the universe isn't chaotic, it's actually profoundly predictable, and these alignments act as triggers, initiating these profound shifts again and again. History is not a linear path, but rather a spiral, repeating itself with each new cycle, and you are a vital part of this unfolding. These celestial patterns have been activating similar periods of transformation for millennia, each with their own unique flavor and challenges, but always aimed towards the same evolutionary leap. And right now, we're on the precipice of one of those monumental shifts. This week, we have a lunar eclipse aligning with several powerful planetary conjunctions, each one sending out unique energies that are not just random, but precisely designed to impact both individual lives and the collective consciousness in very specific and profound ways. These are not just astronomical events. They are cosmic signals, each one carrying a specific vibrational code that can unlock profound changes deep within your soul and the world around you. This moment in time is of critical importance, a true turning point that will directly influence the trajectory of your life, and potentially the course of human history itself. The decisions you make now, the actions you take, the energy you choose to embody, will all shape not only your future, but the future of the world around you. Like a river reaching a fork in its path, the choices made now will determine which direction your journey will take, and if you ignore this moment, you may find yourself going down a path you didn't intend. The scale of transformation is immense, and we're not talking about a small adjustment here or there, but a complete overhaul of consciousness, relationships, and societal structures as we know them. The events that are unfolding right now have the potential to shift consciousness across the planet and to challenge all the structures that you once thought were unshakable. Prepare for everything you know to be tested, for old patterns to break down, and for a new world to emerge from the ashes of the old. This information that's being shared with you is not widely known or understood. You are among the few who are attuned enough to understand it, and awareness is your greatest power right now. You've been selected for a reason, and by understanding these cycles and the forces at play, you are not just a witness, but an active co-creator of your reality. This knowledge is the key that unlocks your potential to not only navigate these times, but to thrive within them and to act as a beacon of light for others. Many ancient texts and secret societies have alluded to this knowledge, and it's finally coming to light now, validating the immense importance of this moment and your role within it. This isn't just about passively witnessing these changes, but about actively taking responsibility for the energy you're bringing into the world. Your intention right now is the key that will unlock your ability to move through this process with greater ease and flow. What you focus on, what you choose to believe, will manifest into your reality, and this is why it's vital to understand these cycles and how they operate. Imagine yourself as a compass that's recalibrating itself during an intense magnetic storm. You too must realign to your true north. We need to understand some key elements, like the planetary cycles and how they influence your personal energy field. We will briefly review how the moon's cycles affect emotions, how planetary retrogrades challenge us to reflect, and how planetary conjunctions intensify certain energies. Think of these celestial events as triggers, activating different parts of your physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies, which is exactly what is happening now. You see, there is a deeper plan at play, a cosmic contract that you may have agreed to before incarnating into this lifetime. You see, many of you have chosen to be here at this time to help anchor higher vibrations. Your soul's blueprint is not a fixed destiny, but a roadmap, and your individual energetic signature is activated by specific celestial events. Your personal journey is deeply interwoven into this larger collective shift, and your personal transformations directly influence the world around you, just like the ripple effect created when you drop a single pebble into a still pond. Everything is interconnected, and this is why understanding the cyclical nature of change is so crucial, as it allows you to move with more grace and awareness. The patterns of the past are repeating themselves right now, not as a punishment, but as an opportunity for resolution and healing. Areas of your life where you feel the most resistance are exactly where your greatest opportunity for growth resides. Your past is about to catch up with your present, and these celestial events are like a mirror reflecting back to you everything that needs to be addressed, everything that needs to be healed. The challenges we face are not linear, but spiral deeper with each cycle, inviting us into a deeper understanding and integration. What if the experiences you've been having are not just random, but part of a grander plan? What if you possess capabilities and an ability that you haven't yet begun to recognize or understand? Are you ready to embrace the full scope of what's unfolding within you? Are you ready to step into your role? There are forces that are trying to keep you from understanding your true potential, and that are working in the unseen realms, subtly and not so subtly, to keep you from moving forward and finding out more about who you truly are. This reality is just one of many, and during these times, the veil between worlds is becoming extremely thin, making it far easier to access other dimensions and the entities that reside there. The forces that are affecting this reality are not all from the cosmic realms. Some are spiritual entities, guides, guardians, and other entities from various dimensions of existence. This is only the first layer of the puzzle, and there are many other cycles that will be revealed in due time. These current celestial events are just the beginning. They are part of a larger cosmic clock, and this will not be the last time that these events occur. Certain numbers like 11 or 22 are deeply significant during this time, and we will be diving into those numbers and what they represent at a later time. There are specific spiritual tools that can help you navigate through these times, and in upcoming videos, we'll explore some of these very practical tools that will help you move through this with greater ease and allow you to step into your full potential. This is also the time to begin exploring some of the guided meditations that can help you anchor the higher vibrations into your personal field and into the earth itself. So make sure to come back and join us to take part in that collective experience. You see, your journey as a chosen soul is not a random path, but one intricately woven into the very fabric of the cosmos. Each of you carries within you a unique energetic blueprint, a personalized map detailing the specific cosmic events that will activate your dormant potentials. This blueprint is not a static identity, but a dynamic template designed to evolve, expand, and deepen with each cycle of transformation. It's as if your soul agreed to a specific symphony, and these celestial events are the notes that bring that symphony to life, each one resonating with your unique frequency. Think of it like a complex lock and key system, where specific planetary alignments and cycles act as the keys, unlocking dormant aspects within you, not just at random, but in a very specific order and for a distinct purpose. Perhaps you have noticed sudden clarity about a situation you were struggling with, or the sudden appearance of a latent talent that you had no idea you possessed. Maybe you've felt a heightened sense of awareness that the world around you seems to be changing in real time. These are all signs of your personal blueprint being activated and of specific energies flowing through your unique system, calibrating you to your highest potential, which has been pre-programmed into your very cells. It is this blueprint that is being activated by the current celestial events, and it is not just happening to you, it is happening for you. These activations are not generic. They are deeply personal and tied to specific life experiences, past traumas, and karmic lessons. Imagine that each of you has unique activation codes, energetic triggers designed to unlock your inherent gifts and break down the barriers of your limitations. These codes are not just arbitrary, they are linked to specific energy centers within your body, also known as chakras, each one resonating with different celestial energies and past emotional wounds. Some of you might experience an activation in your heart center, suddenly feeling immense compassion and love, while others might experience it in their solar plexus, triggering a powerful sense of personal agency, and still others might feel an awakening of their third eye, bringing in new visions and understandings that had previously been hidden. The current cosmic activity is not random, but intentionally designed to activate these codes in a very specific order, pushing you to face your deepest shadows and to rise to your highest potential. It is also designed to help you integrate all of these parts into a more harmonious whole. What you are feeling right now is not just your own. It's an echo of these ancient codes and a sign of your unique path unfolding just as it was designed. If you've been feeling a deep sense of purpose or a magnetic pull that is hard to explain, this is why your codes are being activated and it is calling you to step into who you are meant to be. But here's where things get truly interesting. The activation of these codes is not happening within a fixed reality, but rather within a multi-dimensional framework of shifting timelines. Imagine that the universe is not a straight line, but a branching tree of infinite possibilities, where each choice and intention leads to a different timeline. This is not just a concept, but a tangible reality that you are actively co-creating with your thoughts, feelings, and actions. This current period of intense energy can trigger significant shifts and realignments, allowing you to consciously choose a different trajectory, a different reality, a different version of yourself. You are not just a passive observer in this cosmic play. You are a powerful co-creator, and your choices matter more than ever before. Some of you may be feeling as if reality is slipping through your fingers and that the world is less real than it once was. This is because the timelines are shifting and what was once solid and fixed is now fluid and flexible. Some of you may even be experiencing parallel timelines where you are feeling the pull of different potential realities. The question is, which reality will you choose? What version of yourself will you step into? This isn't a passive experience. This is an invitation to consciously co-create your reality by aligning your intentions with the highest vibrations of your potential. And not everyone will be able to successfully navigate this shift, but you have the power to choose to be one of those who do. As the veil between worlds thins, it's not just benevolent forces that are becoming more active. Both positive and challenging spiritual influences are now more readily available. Think of this time as a cosmic crossroads where different energetic currents converge, some designed to uplift and others designed to test your resolve and inner strength. You see, not all the energies that you are experiencing are from the cosmic realm. There are unseen forces and entities that are also becoming more active, some benevolent and some not so much. These energies might manifest as subtle shifts in your mood, the surfacing of dark thoughts, or even vivid and disturbing dreams that seem more real than life itself. The key is to sharpen your awareness, to discern between the subtle nuances of different vibrations, and to understand where these energies are coming from. Some might come from within, revealing hidden aspects of your own shadow, while others might be external, testing your ability to protect your own light. This is the time to develop a strong sense of spiritual discernment, to trust your intuition, and to recognize that not every force is aligned with your highest good, and that not all energies are your own. Are you ready to handle who or what might be watching you? Are you ready to take responsibility for the subtle shifts that are taking place within you? These times of heightened energy also have the effect of amplifying both the light and the shadow aspects within you and within the collective. It's like turning up the volume, making the subtle whispers of your heart louder and more difficult to ignore, while also making the hidden fears and doubts that reside in the depths of your consciousness more pronounced. This is why some people might be having challenging experiences during this time, as the current cosmic energies are designed to bring everything to the surface, to be acknowledged, addressed, and healed. The challenge isn't to suppress the darkness, but to integrate it, to understand that even the most painful aspects of your past hold valuable lessons that will help to move you forward. Think of this as a magnifying glass held over different areas of your life, and that what was once dimly lit in the shadow is now illuminated, demanding your attention. These are not setbacks, but are opportunities to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you, and to clear old patterns that are no longer serving you. The more you are willing to face these shadows with courage and compassion, the more authentically aligned you will become with your soul's true purpose, and the less these shadow parts will hold power over you. But be warned, these times of immense opportunity are also fraught with potential pitfalls and challenges. You see, as the veil thins and the energies intensify, there is a possibility of becoming overwhelmed, losing your grounding, or even being misled by lower vibrational forces. These are not random. They are designed to test your focus, your clarity, and your ability to maintain your inner balance. Those who are not aware of these forces may find themselves swept away in a chaotic storm of emotions, or falling prey to manipulations of those who do not have their best intentions in mind. It's like trying to navigate a raging river without a map or compass. Those who don't pay attention to the signs risk being pulled under the surface and swept away by the current. You must not ignore the signs, and you must not think that you are above these forces. There are potential consequences for those who do not take these transitions seriously, and it's important to recognize the delicate nature of this time and to be mindful of the unseen forces that are at play. It isn't enough to simply be aware. You must also be proactive in your approach to this transformation, and you must be willing to do the work that is needed to rise above the chaos. Are you willing to do the work? Are you ready to take on the challenge? Now, let's connect the dots and start to see the larger patterns that are at play. What you are experiencing now is not new. It's part of a recurring celestial cycle that has been repeating throughout history. If we were to look at specific dates and events from the past, we would notice that they mirror the same planetary alignments that are occurring now, and these events have always initiated profound shifts in consciousness and societal structures. Think of specific times where plagues, wars, or religious revolutions were taking place, and you'll see these are directly linked to specific cosmic events, showing us that this current event is not an isolated occurrence, but part of a greater, predictable cycle of transformation. The universe operates on cycles of expansion and contraction, light and shadow, and these patterns are not random. They are designed to facilitate growth and evolution on both a personal and collective level. This is not some new age theory, but a pattern that has been repeating itself since the beginning of time, and you are now in the midst of one of those great shifts. So be aware and be ready to step into it with full consciousness. You are not alone. You are part of a lineage of chosen souls who have faced similar challenges and who have emerged stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their soul's purpose, and you will too. The key to understanding this cycle is by looking at your own personal energetic map. Your birth chart, your past experiences, the challenges you've faced, have all been meticulously designed to prepare you for this particular cosmic cycle. It's as if the universe has been strategically setting up the playing field for you to step into your full potential. You see, the current events are not just happening to you, they are happening for you, and they are directly related to everything that you have been through and all that you have yet to become. What you are experiencing right now is a direct activation of your personal blueprint, and each challenge and each seeming setback is a trigger, pushing you closer to your highest self. The repeating themes and patterns in your life are not random. They are part of this larger design, calling you to address the unresolved issues and to clear the old energy, and this is exactly what this current cosmic activity is designed to activate in you. You have all the pieces of the puzzle within you. All that you need to do is look, and all that you have experienced has prepared you for this exact moment. So claim your power and step into the flow of your unique path and be ready for the ride. Furthermore, it's crucial to recognize that this journey of shadow work isn't a one-time event, but a cyclical process that deepens with each cosmic cycle. What you are experiencing now is not just a replay of your past, but a spiraling progression that brings you into a deeper level of understanding. Imagine a spiral, each loop taking you through a deeper layer of your consciousness, expanding your awareness and integrating more of your being into your understanding. This is an infinite process, always growing, always deepening, and you are now working on a deeper layer of this spiral, one that is connected to previous cycles, but also much more profound and encompassing. The challenges that you faced in the past are the same challenges that you face now, but this time they are coming from a deeper level, pushing you to integrate more of your being and to reach an even greater potential of understanding. The more you are willing to engage with this process, the more you will be able to navigate the currents of change with greater ease and grace. Are you ready to step deeper into this infinite spiral of growth? Throughout our history and in the ancient myths that have been passed down through generations, there are countless examples of individuals who have gone through very similar cycles of transformation, each one mirroring your own experience. It's as if humanity has been following a blueprint of sorts, repeating the patterns of transformation again and again, and you are now following those same steps. Think about the archetypal hero's journey, the challenges they faced, the trials they endured, the transformations they underwent. It's all a mirror reflecting what a chosen soul goes through during these times of transition. These stories are not just relics of the past, but are keys to understanding what you are going through right now and show that you are not alone, and others have successfully navigated this cycle and come through stronger than ever before. By connecting these esoteric concepts with these very human and relatable experiences, you can see that this path has been walked many times before, and those footsteps can act as a guide for your own unique journey. You see, it's all a grand design, a cosmic play that is written into the stars, and you are part of this magnificent story. You must also understand that these specific celestial events have a direct effect on your energy field and on the energy field of the collective. It's not just a metaphorical connection, it's a literal cause and effect relationship. For example, when a full moon amplifies the emotional field, it might trigger sudden outbursts of tears or unexplainable joy, while a solar flare can cause intense physical sensations, like tingling in your extremities, headaches, or even moments of dizziness. And this is all connected to the energy that is being directly pulsed into the Earth. Each shift in planetary alignment creates subtle yet powerful changes in your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, influencing how you perceive the world around you, how you interact with others, and how you move through your own personal journey. This understanding isn't just theoretical, it has practical implications for how you navigate your life during these cycles, and gives you more awareness about how to move through these shifts with greater ease and grace. The seen world is directly influenced by the unseen world, so you must take the time to become more aware of both. Finally, it's important to understand that your individual journey is not isolated, but deeply connected to the larger collective shift, and your personal transformations contribute to the overall upliftment of consciousness for for the entire planet. You are not just here to navigate your own path, but to act as a conduit of energy, anchoring higher vibrations into the earth, and your personal experiences are shaping the very fabric of reality. Think about the image of a ripple effect, a single drop of water creating waves that spread throughout the entire pond. Your choices, your actions, and the energy that you embody have a far-reaching effect, influencing the lives of those around you, even if you do not see it or know it. This is why it's critical to step into your full potential, to embrace your role as a chosen soul, and to understand that your personal journey has far-reaching implications for the entire planet. This is a time of great power, and the time is now. And so, as we begin to understand these interconnected cycles, it's time to prepare for the next phase of your journey. In our next video, we will be diving into a set of practical tools and practices designed to help you navigate these intense energies, to anchor higher vibrations, and to step into your power with greater confidence. We'll delve into guided meditations, breathwork techniques, and simple rituals that you can incorporate into your daily life to help you maintain balance, clarity, and focus throughout this cycle of transformation. We will show you how you can begin to take control of your energy and to begin to co-create your reality with intention and awareness. You see, there are many testimonies throughout history of people who have gone through the same things you are going through, and in the next video, we will show those examples to you in more depth, to highlight the parallels between their experiences and your own, to prove that this is a real process that has been repeating throughout time. Remember, this isn't just about understanding these concepts intellectually. It's about integrating them into your daily life, into your daily experience, and beginning to see the world and your place within it in a very different way. You see, the concept of a chosen soul isn't about an elite few, but about a unique sensitivity and energetic blueprint that is activated by cosmic events, and that you are part of a lineage that stretches back through the ages. The more you understand, the more you realize that these concepts are far more complex and intricate than we can ever know. So let's dive deeper into this mystery together and see where this journey leads us. You are part of a larger story, a cosmic drama that is unfolding in real time. And as we continue to explore these concepts, we will discover even more interconnected cycles that are just waiting to be revealed. You are not just a witness to these events, but an active participant, a co-creator, and as we go through this journey, you will continue to unlock more profound levels of understanding, pushing you closer and closer to the truth of who you are and the power that resides within you. And so, until next time, remember your power, embrace your path, and subscribe so that you can join us on this epic journey as we continue to uncover the truth of what is really going on in our world. Now, let's delve deeper into this concept of chosen souls as cosmic tuning forks. It's not just a poetic metaphor, but a literal description of how specific celestial events activate unique aspects within you. Think of it like a finely tuned instrument, each string vibrating at a different frequency, each note capable of producing a wide range of sound. When a planetary alignment occurs, it's like a cosmic musician striking a chord, activating different parts of your energetic system, both light and shadow, depending on your unique blueprint. A solar flare, for instance, might act like a sharp, sudden vibration, triggering a burst of energy and heightened intuition in one person, while causing anxiety, agitation, or even emotional turmoil in another. This isn't random. It's a precise interaction between specific cosmic energies and your individual energetic signature. The way you feel, the thoughts you think, the emotions that surface, these are all part of the tuning process, and it's all happening by design. For instance, throughout history, there have been accounts of large groups of people suddenly having the same emotional outbursts or going through times of intense energetic activity. And if you were to map those events back to the celestial alignments, you would find that they are all connected. There are countless stories of larger-scale events that coincide with specific cosmic cycles. Some are easy to see, and others require deeper understanding. When Venus retrogrades, for instance, it's often accompanied by relational conflict and the surfacing of past relationship wounds. Or when Mercury retrogrades, there is often miscommunication and confusion, delays and cancellations, and these patterns have been repeating throughout history, proving the validity of these concepts and the influence that the cosmic cycles have on our lives. This process isn't about the universe testing you, but about it precisely calibrating you to your highest potential, as long as you are willing to pay attention. Now let's dive a bit deeper into the intricacies of your personal activation codes. These aren't just about past traumas, but also about latent talents, unique gifts, and a higher purpose that's waiting to be unlocked. Each experience you've had, each challenge you've overcome, each joy you've embraced, has encoded specific triggers within your system. It's not just about breaking down limitations, it's about activating the immense potential you carry within. These codes are not static, they evolve and deepen with each cycle of transformation. They are like a complex software program that is continuously updating, each upgrade bringing a new level of functionality and understanding. For instance, a past experience with betrayal might trigger your discernment and analytical abilities, making you less susceptible to manipulation, while a past experience with loss might activate your capacity for empathy and healing, making you a beacon of hope for others. These past experiences aren't shackles holding you back, but keys unlocking your full potential and pushing you forward. You aren't a victim of your past experiences. They are specifically designed to activate your unique gifts and abilities, preparing you for your higher purpose and destiny, and the current celestial events are triggering those codes now. So if you are feeling pulled toward a particular skill, a particular type of service, or a particular community, this is a sign of your codes activating, and it's time to step into that potential with more awareness and more conviction. And now, let's talk about how you can begin to consciously navigate the various timelines that are now becoming more accessible to you. The universe isn't a fixed, linear path. It's a branching network of infinite possibilities, and each choice you make, each thought you entertain, shifts you onto a different trajectory. This period of accelerated change isn't just about passively experiencing what happens. It's about learning how to intentionally choose the timelines that align with your highest potential. You are not just a spectator of reality, you are an active co-creator of it. Think of your thoughts, feelings, and actions as the rudder of your ship, allowing you to navigate the sea of infinite timelines, and by using your awareness and intention, you can steer your ship toward the most beautiful and expansive outcomes. Focused intention, emotional regulation, and aligning your thoughts with your highest potential are not just spiritual concepts. They are very practical tools for actively shifting your personal trajectory toward the timelines that resonate most deeply with your soul. For example, imagine you are about to enter a challenging conversation with a loved one. By choosing to focus on compassion and understanding, and by regulating your emotions, you're actively shifting your timeline toward a more positive and constructive outcome, versus if you chose to engage in anger and frustration, you would find a very different experience taking place. The power to shift timelines is within you, and this current cycle is designed to help you discover that power. Your choices are not just for you, they are ripples that move through the fabric of the universe, influencing the collective timelines as well, and that is why your participation is so important at this time. As we dive deeper, it's crucial to understand the multi-layered nature of the spiritual forces at play during this time, and how they are directly influencing your life experience. It's not just about benevolent energies. There's also an increase in the presence of lower vibrational energies that are testing your resolve and challenging your understanding of reality, and not all the energies that you are experiencing are coming from the cosmos. You must recognize that not all forces are aligned with your highest good. Some of these energies are very old and very powerful, and it is critical that you develop the skills to recognize them so that you do not get swept away by their power. Think of it like a multi-dimensional chess board, where different forces are making their moves, some seeking to support you and others trying to distract you and pull you off your path. It's not about living in fear, but rather developing a discerning awareness, learning to feel the subtle nuances of different energies, and choosing what you align with and how you respond. A positive force might manifest as a feeling of lightness, joy, inspiration, and a desire to uplift those around you, whereas a negative force might manifest as a feeling of heaviness, fear, doubt, and a desire to control or manipulate. These forces are always around, but now they are becoming much more amplified and much more obvious, and it is important that you have an understanding of these unseen influences so that you can navigate these times with clarity and intention. The choice is always yours. You are always free to choose, so choose wisely. Now let's begin to add another layer of understanding, revealing a deeper level of complexity to these concepts. The interconnectedness of astrological principles, karmic patterns, and spiritual practices isn't just a theory, it's a tangible framework for understanding your place within the cosmos. Imagine the universe as a vast, intricate clockwork mechanism, where every gear, every spring, every cog has a specific function and purpose, and each part is connected to every other part. When you begin to understand these connections, you will understand why everything is happening and how you can begin to navigate it more effectively. It's not just about understanding one piece in isolation, but about seeing how all of these pieces fit together to create the larger picture. For example, if you see that you are being called to a specific healing modality at the same time that a specific planetary alignment is occurring, these are not random occurrences, but are very specific triggers that are designed to help you move through your path with greater intention and awareness. This is like peeling back the layers of an onion, each new layer revealing a deeper and more intricate design, and this process doesn't end. This isn't about having all the answers, but about continuing to ask questions and deepening your understanding, and this is what this period of time is designed to activate within you. And as we continue to move forward, we also must recognize that the stakes are higher than ever before. The choices you make during this period are going to significantly impact your individual timeline as well as the collective timeline, and that is not an exaggeration. It is like being at a major crossroads, with each path leading to vastly different outcomes, both personally and for the planet, and you are the one who chooses which path to take. If you ignore the call of your soul, if you resist the lessons being offered, if you give into lower vibrational patterns, you may find yourself on a challenging path, struggling with old patterns and feeling increasingly lost and disconnected, like a boat drifting out to sea without a compass or a map. On the other hand, if you are willing to lean into this process, if you are willing to do the work that is necessary, you will find yourself stepping into a much more expanded and authentic version of yourself, and you will begin to live a life that is more aligned with your true potential, like a boat that is finally finding its way home. The opportunity being presented to you now is not something that will be available forever. The window of opportunity will close, and you will either rise to the occasion or you will fall behind. The question is, are you willing to rise to the challenge? This isn't a warning, it is an invitation to step into your power. And as we continue to expand your understanding, you must also recognize that this journey isn't without challenges. The amplification of your shadow side, the influence of lower vibrational forces, and the struggle to discern between authentic guidance and deceptive illusions are all part of the process. Think of it like walking through a dense fog, with the path not always being clear, and with many illusions that will try to lead you off course. During this time of intense energy, your self-doubt may become amplified, your fears may become more pronounced, and your insecurities may become more intense. These forces are all designed to test your resolve, your clarity, and your ability to maintain your center, and it is not a sign that you are failing, but a sign that you are ready to face these parts of yourself that have previously been hidden in the darkness. Remember that every challenge is an opportunity to step into your power and that you are not alone in this process. By facing your shadow side with compassion and awareness, you can move into greater authenticity and integrity, and these challenges are designed to help you become even stronger. The path is not always easy, but it's always worth it, and remember that this is part of a larger unfolding, a carefully orchestrated plan designed to help you reach your highest potential. And now it is time to shift your perspective and to recognize that your personal experiences are not just isolated incidents, but are all part of a larger cosmic narrative. Your journey is not just your own, it's interwoven with the stories of others, and it's a piece of the puzzle that makes up the larger human story. Think of a vast puzzle, and each one of you is a unique piece, with its own shape and color, and each piece is essential to the overall picture. And without your piece, the picture will never be complete. Your personal journey is also contributing to the collective story, and your individual transformations have a profound effect on the overall consciousness of the planet. Your challenges are not just personal, they are part of a larger shared human experience, and your victories not only benefit you, but benefit the collective as a whole. You are not just on a journey of personal growth, you are contributing to the growth of the entire planet. Your unique gifts and your unique experiences are essential to this grand cosmic story, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. Now let's begin to weave together some of the threads of knowledge we have covered so far and see how everything is interconnected in a very specific and purposeful way. Each choice you have made, each karmic pattern you have encountered, and each experience you have had has interacted with the celestial cycles, creating a unique tapestry of your life. This is like a complex and intricate artwork, with each thread representing a different aspect of your journey, a different piece of the puzzle, and when you step back to take a larger view, you will see that everything is connected, and all of it serves a very specific purpose. For example, a recurring theme in your past, such as always feeling abandoned or always being betrayed, may be directly connected to a planetary alignment that is occurring at this very moment. And when these two pieces meet, it creates a very specific reaction within your energetic system, which is designed to help you move through the current cycles with awareness and intention. This is not random, it is by design, and this design is woven into your very soul and is part of your cosmic contract to experience the full potential of what is available to you. As we continue to expand your understanding, it is important to remember that these concepts are not separate and isolated, but are all interwoven, just like the patterns that you see in nature. The personal and collective transformations are directly linked to the cyclical nature of cosmic events, and you are not a passive observer, but a very active participant in this process. It's like a complex dance, where every movement is connected, every step is intentional, and every turn is part of the choreography, and the more you understand these patterns, the better you will be able to move through this dance with more awareness and grace. For instance, past conflicts that you have been unable to resolve might resurface at the same time that there is a planetary alignment that challenges your ability to maintain balance. These are not random, they are triggers that are designed to bring to the surface old, unresolved wounds and give you a chance to clear them. You have a unique blueprint, a unique map, a unique dance, and this cosmic dance is not just a performance. It's a sacred journey that is designed to activate your highest potential and to clear the pathways for you to step into your full power. This is all by design, and everything is connected. And as we move closer to the end of this section, let's expand the mystery and hint at the existence of other dimensions and forces that are also at play during this time. We have only scratched the surface of what is possible, and the more you understand, the more you realize how much more there is to know. Think of it like exploring a vast and ancient forest. each step revealing new wonders and mysteries, and the further you go, the more you realize how much there is still left to see. There are subtle signs and whispers that can help you sense the presence of these unseen forces, and that is part of your intuitive ability. You may find yourself seeing repeating numbers, having more intense dreams, or feeling as if you are not alone in a room, and these are all subtle clues that there is much more to your reality than what you are consciously aware of. The ancient ones had a much clearer connection to these dimensions, and as we continue to expand our awareness, we will be able to more fully step into those ancient understandings that were once commonplace, and this is part of what this journey is designed to awaken within you. The more you allow yourself to be open to this, the more that will be revealed. And finally, it is important to start to put the pieces into a scaffolding of understanding and prepare you for even more advanced concepts in the next video. The knowledge we have shared so far will help you make even greater sense of the practical tools and practices that we will share, and you will be able to see how all of these concepts fit together into a whole system that is designed to help you move forward with greater clarity, ease, and grace. The concepts we have covered are not just isolated ideas, they are all connected, and they are all part of a larger whole, and by understanding this larger system, you will be much more prepared to move into your full power. This isn't just about understanding, it's about integration, and you must begin to see how each piece of this puzzle fits together, and this will help you to trust that you are on the right path, and that you are more than capable of moving forward with intention and awareness. The more you understand, the more that will be revealed. And so, now that we have connected the current celestial cycles with similar events in mythology, folklore, and historical records, you must begin to see that these patterns are not new, but have been repeating for eons. Each culture and each time period has its own story, but if you were to look deeper, you would find that they all mirror the same core concepts. These patterns aren't random occurrences, they are part of a larger cosmic design, and the more that you study these patterns, the more you see the connection between all things. Think of specific cultural stories and mythologies, where there is a specific character that is chosen and goes through a series of challenges and transformations, often coinciding with specific celestial events, and you will see how your personal journey mirrors these same archetypal stories. This isn't just a coincidence, it's part of a larger pattern that has been repeating itself since the beginning of time, and these stories are not just for entertainment, but serve as markers for the path of the chosen soul. The more that you see these patterns, the more that you will begin to trust the journey, and the more you will begin to believe in the process, and to trust the path you are walking. And as we continue to make those connections, you will begin to see how your own personal birth chart, your past experiences, and the current celestial events are all working together in a very specific and very intentional way. The current alignment is not random, it's triggering events in your life in a very specific order that is designed to help you step into your full potential. You might find that old traumas are coming to the surface, or old patterns that are no longer serving you are becoming much more obvious, and these aren't setbacks, these are triggers designed to help you move forward, and this is part of what your soul agreed to when you incarnated into this life. Think of your chart as a blueprint and the current celestial events as a set of keys, and when these keys align with your blueprint, very specific things will begin to happen in your life, and you can begin to see the connection between the seen and unseen worlds. This is a very specific and intentional design, and you are not simply a witness to these events. You are an active participant in the unfolding process, and your participation is essential. And so, as we begin to wrap up this section, I want to remind you that these esoteric concepts are not just abstract theories, but are tangible experiences that have very real implications on your daily life. And that is why it is so important that you begin to connect them back to your lived experiences. You are not meant to simply understand the concepts intellectually. You are meant to feel them, to experience them, and to integrate them into your being. For example, you might notice that your synchronicities become more pronounced during certain celestial events, or that your intuition is stronger, or that you have more intense emotional reactions to situations, and all of these things are direct signs that the energies are interacting with your system, and that they are directly connected to the cosmic cycles. By taking the time to be more aware and to connect the dots between what you are experiencing and what is happening in the cosmos, you can begin to see your own life through a completely different lens, and you can begin to see that everything is connected, everything is on purpose, and everything is designed to help you move into your highest potential. And so, as we begin to conclude this section, I want to remind you that these complex ideas are not meant to be confusing, but that they are meant to be revealed in layers. And as you continue to understand more, the more everything will become clear. We must also remember to create smooth transitions between the complex ideas, and to make sure that there is a flow of understanding, because when you are relaxed and open to the information, it is much easier to receive. This is like a river that flows effortlessly to the sea, and by making sure we are maintaining that same natural flow, you will be able to receive the information much more easily. For example, by recapping some of the main points, and by bringing the various ideas together, we can create a sense of integration, and we can see the interconnectedness of all things, and this will help to prepare you for the next steps in this epic journey. The more you are willing to flow with the energy, the easier the process will become. And so, as we prepare to move into the next video, you must know that the next section will be a practical guide that will show you exactly how to use specific spiritual tools and practices to navigate these intense energies. In this next video, we will show you what you can do to anchor higher vibrations and to step into your power with confidence and clarity. And these tools are not theoretical, but are directly designed to help you in your current circumstances. We will be discussing guided meditations, breathwork practices, and specific rituals that will empower you to take control of your energy and your mind, and to move forward with greater intention. This is about action, and it is about empowerment, and by using these tools, you will be able to transform your current experiences into a pathway to your highest potential. These tools are designed to help you to not just survive this transformation, but to thrive through it. And so, as we prepare to move into the next video, let's also begin to introduce some historical and personal evidence to back up what we have been saying, because this is not just theory, but has been happening since the beginning of time. As we have stated, there have been chosen souls throughout history that have gone through similar cycles of transformation, and we will begin to show those examples to you now, to help you see that you are not alone, and that you are part of a lineage of people who have stepped into the fullness of their being. We will be using specific examples and stories to show the direct parallels between the experiences of people in the past and the experiences that you are having today. And the more you begin to see these parallels, the more trust you will have in the concepts that we are sharing. We will also begin to hint at some of the upcoming information so that you will be even more curious to see what is coming next. And so as we come to the end of this section, I would like to remind you that the information we have covered is multi-layered and requires time and contemplation to truly grasp the full scope. This is not meant to be a one-time thing, but something that you continue to go back to and to integrate more deeply into your life. The more you contemplate the ideas that have been presented, the more layers you will peel back, and the more you will realize the interconnectedness of all things. This is a journey that has no end, and this is designed to continue for the rest of your life. Remember that you are part of a much larger plan, and that your unique experiences are not isolated incidents, but are part of a great unfolding of consciousness, and you are right in the middle of this great transition. And finally, as we bring this section to a close, you must understand that these patterns are infinitely expanding, and that you are part of a much larger system of interconnected cycles. And this system is not a linear one, but a spiraling one that grows and expands infinitely. This is like a fractal, where each part contains the same design as the whole, but on an infinite scale, and the more you begin to see the patterns, the more that will be revealed to you, and these concepts are just the tip of the iceberg. The more that you understand the infinite nature of these patterns, the more you will begin to trust the journey and to have faith in the process, and the more that will be revealed to you. These patterns are not just out there in the universe, but are also within you, and the more you understand this connection, the more you will be able to step into your full potential and to remember who you truly are. Now let's explore the very core of what it means to be a chosen soul during these pivotal times, and how your unique cosmic imprint is being actively shaped and influenced by the current celestial dance. This isn't just about feeling a little different or more sensitive, it's about a profound recalibration of your energetic system, like a cosmic tuning fork that is resonating with the specific frequencies of this time. It's as if the universe is fine-tuning an instrument, where every planetary alignment, every solar flare, is a precise adjustment to the harmonics of your being. Think of a complex musical instrument with many strings, each vibrating with its own unique energy. As these celestial events unfold, they are striking different strings, creating a symphony of both light and shadow, depending on the state of your inner world and what lessons you are meant to learn at this moment. This isn't just a passive process, but an active one that is reshaping the very foundation of your energetic signature, causing deep and sometimes unsettling internal shifts. For instance, the way you feel today may be completely different than how you felt yesterday, or the way that you feel tomorrow may be completely different than the day before. And that is because your system is constantly being tuned and recalibrated. This isn't just about feeling, but about understanding how those feelings are directly linked to your own internal processes, as well as the cosmic events that are taking place at any given time. And while some may find that unsettling, you must remember that your soul agreed to this process in order to fully step into your power. And these shifts aren't just happening to you personally, they are rippling out into the larger field of consciousness, so your ability to navigate them with grace and intention is essential. However, you must also know that there are some who have not been tuned to receive these energies, and that is why they are experiencing so much chaos and unrest, as they are essentially out of tune with the current energies. And as we go deeper, it is essential that you realize that your personal activation codes aren't just some random sequence of traumas and experiences, but a carefully designed blueprint that is unlocking your highest potential, your unique skills, and your karmic purpose. These codes represent a very intricate map that not only reveals your strengths and weaknesses, but also guides you directly toward your unique mission during this lifetime. It's like a hidden password, unique to each soul, that unlocks a new level of awareness and power each time it is triggered. This is not a one-time activation, but an ongoing evolution, where each new layer unlocks a new depth of understanding. Think of it as a video game with different levels, and each level requires a new set of skills and abilities to move forward. Past experiences aren't chains holding you back, but keys that are unlocking new doors that will ultimately lead you toward the next step in your journey. For example, perhaps you were betrayed in the past, and that experience unlocked your ability to discern truth and intention, turning you into a trusted confidant for those that need a person they can rely on. Perhaps you had to endure extreme hardship in the past, and that experience gave you the ability to be resilient and courageous even in the face of adversity, inspiring others to follow their dreams no matter the obstacles. Now, some may interpret those very same events as their weakness, but that is the exact source of your power. And if you are feeling a calling to step more fully into your power, that is a very clear sign that your activation codes are being triggered. And while some may not have these codes activated at this time, those souls will find themselves struggling to move through the chaos in their lives and will find it increasingly more difficult to create the changes they desire. And now, let's explore the vast possibilities that exist within the concept of multiple timelines and how you, as a chosen soul, are at constant decision points that create ripples throughout all realities. It's not just about accepting what comes your way, but understanding that your choices are actively shaping your personal destiny in every single moment, moving you into a future that is most aligned with your highest potential. It's like being on a train with multiple tracks, and every single choice is a lever that shifts you to one track or another, and you are the one who gets to choose which track to take. This isn't some abstract theory. It's a very tangible reality where your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are constantly creating your personal timelines, and by learning how to make conscious choices, you can start to create a future that is beyond what you can currently imagine. Even a seemingly small thought can cause the timeline to diverge, moving you toward or away from your most authentic path. For instance, you might be faced with a choice between expressing anger or choosing compassion, and that choice alone is what will determine the trajectory of your life experience. If you choose anger, you will be moving toward a lower vibrational pattern, whereas if you choose compassion, you will be moving toward a higher one. While there are forces that seek to keep you on a lower path, there is always the possibility of choosing the higher path, and it is your choice that will determine where you end up. And with the understanding that every choice is creating a ripple across the timelines, you will begin to see that your actions have much more power than you may have realized. As we continue to move deeper, it's imperative that you understand that not all spiritual energies are aligned with your highest good, and that discernment is your greatest tool. You must learn to recognize the difference between benevolent and malevolent forces, and to become skilled at identifying the energies that are trying to mislead you during these times of amplified energy. You are stepping into a realm where the veil between worlds is thinning, and not everything you encounter is working for your highest good. Think of it like navigating a forest, where not all the plants are safe to touch, and some may be poisonous, and you must learn to identify the dangerous ones from the ones that can nourish you. A benevolent force might feel like a gentle breeze, filling you with peace and clarity, whereas a malevolent force might feel like a heavy weight, causing you to feel anxious, fearful, or confused. These energies can be subtle, but they are always detectable if you are paying attention. It is critical that you learn to distinguish between these forces, not from a place of fear, but from a place of awareness and empowerment. The more that you hone your discernment skills, the better you will be able to navigate these times. Also, you must also know that not all experiences come from an external source. Many of these experiences are based on your own inner shadows that are also being triggered, and it's very important that you are able to know the difference between what is coming from within and what is coming from an external source. Now let's weave all of these concepts together and begin to see the intricate tapestry of interconnectedness that is at play during this time. The astrological alignments, the personal karmic patterns, the past timelines, and the actions of unseen forces, they are all interwoven and all influence one another, creating a grand system of universal intelligence that is way beyond what you may have imagined. These are not separate forces, but parts of one whole system, where each piece has a very specific role to play. It's like looking at a very complex clock, and each cog is dependent on the other cogs for the entire system to work, and your life experience is designed in very much the same way. When you see the interconnectedness of all of these forces, you will begin to see that your choices are not just for you, but they are for all. For instance, a planetary alignment might trigger a karmic pattern from a past life, and a lower entity might amplify those emotions by creating a specific mental or emotional loop that makes it difficult to break free. The more that you understand how these all work together, the better you will be able to navigate your experience with more grace and awareness, and the easier it will be to move into your highest potential. This level of complexity is not meant to overwhelm you, but to inspire awe and wonder, and to give you a deeper appreciation of how all of these pieces are designed to work together with extreme precision. And as we continue to move deeper into the understanding of this great unfolding, you must now realize the potential consequences of inaction or the dangers of ignoring the call of the cosmic cycles, and the fact that this time of great transformation is finite. You are being offered an opportunity to move into a higher potential, but if you ignore the call or choose to stay in old patterns, you will be left behind. This is not a game you can just sit out. You are a part of this unfolding, and your participation is essential. It's like being on a river. You can either choose to flow with the current, or you can try to fight it, but the river will always move forward, and it is always moving toward the sea. Those who remain unaware are likely to be caught in lower vibrational patterns, unable to fully activate their potential, or even worse, they will be led astray by lower entities that are designed to feed off their fear. This is not meant to be a warning, but it's a call to action, a reminder that you are not a passive bystander, but an active participant in the co-creation of your reality. The more you remain aware of your choices, the more you are able to consciously engage with this process, and the more you take responsibility for your destiny, the greater your ability to move into the higher timelines that are available to you. It is time to step up. Now let's discuss the very specific challenges that the chosen souls will face during this time of epic transformation, with an emphasis on the internal battles that must be overcome, and how these very challenges are designed to move you into greater strength. This isn't a journey without obstacles, and some of the obstacles will be very intense, designed to push you to your limits. Think of it as walking up a very steep hill. You may feel tired, you may want to stop, but if you keep going, the top of the hill has a much more beautiful view than where you are currently. You must be willing to face your own shadow aspects and the doubt and fear that may try to hold you back, and to stay grounded in the midst of chaos. This will require all of your strength and all of your awareness, and you must be willing to lean into the process with courage and integrity. The challenges that you face are not designed to make you weaker, but are designed to make you stronger and more resilient. For example, during this time, your inner critic may become much more loud and persistent, creating a very powerful barrier to your own success and self-awareness. It is essential that you learn to meet this voice with compassion and love, and not allow it to define your worth. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow and to become more authentic, and the more that you realize this, the easier it will be to move forward on your journey. And now, it is time to shift your perspective, and to realize that your unique role and purpose within the larger cosmic narrative is not just for you, but is for all of the collective. This is a moment of profound self-realization, where you see that you are a vital part of the great shift in consciousness, and that you are here by design. Your personal journey is interwoven with all of humanity, and your unique experiences are like a single drop of water blending into an ocean, where each drop is essential to the whole. Think of a beautiful mosaic, where each piece is unique and essential to the entire picture, and without your piece, the entire picture is not complete. Your challenges and experiences are not just personal, they are contributions to the collective shift, and should be met with awareness, compassion, and a willingness to step more fully into your potential. The work that you do on yourself ripples out into the collective, and your unique experiences can help others move through the same types of challenges with more clarity and awareness. You are part of something much larger than yourself. Let's now begin to weave together the threads of karmic patterns, personal choices, celestial cycles, and unseen forces, and begin to see how they create a unique energetic tapestry that is both your own and part of the collective. These threads are not isolated incidents, but are all interconnected in very specific ways, and these connections form a beautiful and intricate design that is specific to your journey. Think of a very complex loom, and every thread is interconnected with each other thread, and your life experience is exactly the same. As you start to see the connection between all of these threads, you will realize that everything in your life has a very specific and important purpose, and that there are no accidents. For instance, your karmic patterns may be triggering specific emotional reactions at the exact time that a specific planetary alignment is occurring, and this combination is designed to help you to move forward with greater clarity and intention. This is all by design. It is all interwoven, and it is all designed to help you step into the fullest expression of yourself. You are a master weaver in this great tapestry of life, and as we continue to expand your understanding, it's important to realize that the challenges and triumphs that you experience are not unique to you, but are universal patterns that are repeating throughout time, across different cultures and time periods. These patterns have been around since the beginning of time, and this isn't something new, but part of the great cycle of transformation. Think of a specific mythological character who went through a similar set of challenges and transformations, coinciding with specific celestial events. These stories are not just made up, but they have been passed down through generations, as they are mirrors to the patterns that humanity continues to go through, and they are all designed to help the chosen souls on their path. For instance, nearly every ancient culture had a story of a great hero who overcame seemingly impossible obstacles and was often triggered by celestial alignments that caused a major shift in their lives. And as you start to connect your story to these ancient patterns, you will start to see your place in this great lineage and to understand that you are not alone. These are not just coincidences, they are part of a larger repeating pattern of human and cosmic evolution, and they are there to guide you and support you through your process. Now, as we deepen the mystery even further, let's explore how the boundaries between the seen and unseen realms become even thinner during these times, and how there are other dimensions of reality that are beyond what we can perceive with our normal senses, and these dimensions are also influencing your life experience. This isn't something to fear, but something to explore with curiosity and awareness. Think of it like an iceberg, where only a small portion of it is visible above the water, and the rest of it is hidden beneath the surface, and your reality is very much the same. There are many subtle signs that may indicate that these other dimensions are present. These may show up as synchronicities, heightened intuition, more vivid dreams, or a strong sense that you are not alone. These subtle messages are clues along your path, and as you pay attention to them, you will begin to understand the larger reality you are part of. The more you are open to this idea, the more that will be revealed, and this is part of the great expansion that we are all experiencing at this time. And now, let's put these pieces into a clear and action-oriented framework that will help prepare you for the next phase of this journey. All of these concepts that we have covered are all interconnected and will serve as a knowledge base before moving into the more practical applications of the next video. Think of it like assembling the various parts of a machine, where each piece is essential for the entire machine to function, and all of the information that we have shared so far will be the foundation for the next steps. We have introduced concepts such as emotional regulation, setting intentions, and the importance of self-awareness, and those are all essential elements for you to actively co-create your reality. You are not just a passive observer, but an active participant in your journey, and the more you understand this, the better you will be at navigating these times. This next phase will be about integration and empowerment, and putting these concepts into action. And so, as we begin to connect our personal experience to the vastness of time, let's make direct connections to historical and mythological events, so that you can begin to see that what we are discussing is not just a theory, but is part of a larger and more profound repeating cycle. It is important to see that history is not linear, it is cyclical, and it is continuously repeating, but each time it is repeating, it is spiraling to a higher level of understanding. These patterns are not new, they are part of the great dance of life, and each time these cycles repeat, they bring us an opportunity to move into greater awareness. For example, think of specific stories in ancient cultures that describe similar events of transformation coinciding with planetary alignments. And these stories are not just for entertainment. They are clues about how these cycles continue to repeat throughout time. By understanding the past, we can better navigate the present, and we can see that we are not alone in this journey. This is not just about understanding the history of others, but is also about understanding your own history as well. And as we make these connections between history and myth, let's connect your personal karmic patterns with the current celestial events and how they are designed for your greatest growth. These connections are not random, they are very specifically designed, and they show that there is a very precise intention behind your life experience. This is not a punishment, but a gift that is guiding you back into alignment with your higher purpose. Think of your past experiences, both positive and negative, and realize that they are all pieces of a puzzle that are coming together to form the larger picture of your life. For instance, a past experience of feeling powerless might be triggering an opportunity for you to reclaim your power and step into your full potential. But there will also be forces that try to keep you small, and that is part of the challenge that you must overcome, and you must do this with awareness and intention. The more that you see these connections, the more you will trust the process and to understand why certain things are happening in your life. This is not just about understanding your past, but also about understanding the role that it is playing in your present. And now it is time to connect these abstract concepts to your everyday experiences and make them more tangible so that you can integrate them more fully into your daily life. This information is not just for theoretical understanding, but is designed to be put into practice so that you can begin to consciously co-create your reality with greater awareness. Think of a practical example, like understanding that the current celestial cycles might be influencing your ability to communicate clearly with others, or that the energetic shifts might be triggering emotional sensitivities. And knowing this, you can then choose to approach your interactions with more awareness and compassion, understanding that there is more at play than what you can see with your physical eyes. Or you can recognize that career decisions are influenced by these energies, and you can use that knowledge to make better decisions that are more aligned with your true purpose. These are not just theories, they are real, and they are directly influencing your life, and your ability to see that is what will set you free. And as we continue to move toward the next section, we are going to create a smooth flow that is easy for you to follow by summarizing key points and making the connections between the various ideas very clear and very concise. The more relaxed you are, the easier it will be for you to receive the information, and that is what we are aiming for during this transmission. This is like floating down a gentle stream, where the water carries you effortlessly along your path, and you are able to receive the information without any struggle. For instance, as we recap some of the main points, we can see how the various concepts fit together like pieces of a puzzle, creating a cohesive and well-rounded understanding of what is happening. The more that you are able to see how everything is interconnected, the easier it will be for you to remember and integrate the information, and the more open you will be to receive the next steps. It's all about maintaining a natural flow and making it easier for you to take in the content without feeling overwhelmed. And now, as we prepare to move into the next video, it is time to set up the next section as a step-by-step guide and provide practical advice and tools that you can use to navigate the current cosmic energies with greater clarity and grace. This next video will be about action and empowerment, and you will be given very specific tools that you can use in your daily life to support your journey. Think of the next video as your spiritual toolkit, where you will be given all the resources you need to move forward with confidence, courage, and intention. We will be sharing specific meditations, breathwork exercises, and rituals that will support you in anchoring the higher vibrations and help you navigate the challenges with more clarity and ease. This next video will be designed to empower you to not just survive this transformation, but to thrive through it and to realize your full potential. And as we continue to reinforce the validity of these concepts, it's time to introduce more examples of personal stories, historical events, and ancient teachings to show how others have successfully navigated similar experiences and how they have come out the other side as a more expanded version of themselves. These examples will help to create a deeper sense of trust and validity in the concepts that we have been sharing, and to show that you are not alone on this path. It's like looking at a map that shows you have been to your destination before, and you will be able to use this map as a guide so that you can feel confident in your ability to get there again. We will be sharing testimonials from individuals who have moved through similar challenges and transformations and who are now thriving and helping others. These stories will help you see that it is possible for you as well. And as we come to the end of this section, it's essential to reiterate that this information is meant to be pondered over and revisited multiple times, and that your understanding will continue to deepen with time. This isn't a process that will end, but it is a lifelong journey of self-discovery, and the more that you lean into it, the more you will grow and expand. Think of this information as a seed that requires time and care to fully grow, and the more you revisit these concepts, the more that seed will expand into a beautiful and powerful tree. This is a path of ongoing exploration, and each time you return to these concepts, you will receive a new layer of understanding. You are part of something much greater than yourself. And finally, let's bring this section to a close with the understanding that these patterns repeat on an infinite scale, and you are part of a grand, ever-expanding system of interconnected cycles that are all perfectly orchestrated and designed. It's like looking at a fractal, where each part contains the same design as the whole, and each time the pattern repeats, it expands to include more information, and this pattern repeats infinitely. The more that you start to see this endless cycle of patterns, the more you will begin to trust the journey and the more faith you will have in the process. These patterns are not just out there in the universe, they are also within you, and the more you understand this connection, the more fully you will be able to step into your full potential and to remember who you truly are. And now, as your cosmic blueprint continues to unfurl, revealing layer upon layer of your soul's design, you must understand that this isn't a static map, but a living, breathing testament to your unique journey, constantly evolving and adapting with each celestial shift and every conscious choice you make. Think of it as a detailed architectural plan that is being continuously updated as you journey through the various phases of your life. It's not just a fixed set of instructions, but a dynamic guide that reveals more of your purpose and potential as you move forward. With each unveiling, you're not just getting a glimpse of your past, but a vision of what you are capable of becoming, and every single detail is designed to guide you toward fulfilling your karmic contracts and to move you more fully into alignment with your divine mission. Your understanding will continue to grow, and your blueprint will continue to reveal itself with each new cycle of activation and integration. And as you step into more awareness, you will see the intricate details that make up your very unique soul contract, and understand that there are no accidents and that all has happened exactly as it was designed. For example, if you feel an increasing urge to step into leadership, you may discover a past life as a mentor. But this unveiling will not simply be a recollection, it will also trigger an opening of new skills and abilities which will further guide you into this new path of service. And the journey is never really over, but is continually expanding to include more of your unique gifts and abilities. And as these individual activation codes become more active, remember that this is not just a one-time event, but an upward spiral of self-discovery that deepens with each cycle, each challenge, and each integration of all that you are or all that you have been. Each experience, each triumph, and every hardship are all part of this ongoing evolution and will continue to deepen your understanding and ability to serve the greater good. It's like the rings of a tree, where each ring tells a story of growth, resilience, and expansion, and each of those rings is building upon the previous one. Your challenges aren't detours, they are essential parts of the path, and through facing these you will uncover more of your strengths and a more profound level of healing, not just for yourself, but also for all of those around you. And with each unfolding, you will discover new facets of your unique gifts and talents, which will not only accelerate your personal growth, but also give you the tools that you need to contribute to the positive shift of humanity, and also allow you to see the past with a new set of eyes. For instance, an experience of enduring betrayal may then be revealed as a powerful gift for discernment and strategic thinking, and that ability can be used to create a system where trust and integrity can be more greatly valued. But also each step along the way is requiring you to see the previous steps with a more expanded perspective. Now, as the concept of multiple timelines becomes more tangible, understand that you're not just passively choosing, you're actively navigating them, with conscious intention, developing the ability to masterfully move through various realities by fine-tuning your emotional state, your intentions, and your ability to discriminate between the various energies that are influencing your choices. It's like a skilled sailor who isn't simply drifting with the wind, but is actively charting their course, using their knowledge of the seas, the winds, and the currents to guide them on their journey. And with each conscious decision, you are not only shaping your own reality, you are also creating ripples throughout the fabric of space and time, shifting the direction of your personal journey with each new choice. You have the ability to identify the timelines that best serve your growth and purpose, by paying close attention to the signs and signals, and by using your spiritual discernment to consciously choose the path that is most aligned with your highest potential. This isn't about surrendering to fate, but about understanding that you are the active co-creator of your reality, and you can shift your direction in any moment, simply by shifting your intention. For example, if you are experiencing a heightened sense of fear, you have the ability to shift into a state of love, and immediately begin to shift into a more positive timeline. And the more you practice this, the more control you will have over your reality. As the veil thins, the dynamics of the spiritual realms become increasingly more present, with forces both benevolent and malevolent making their presence known, and you must develop a new level of awareness to move through these dimensions with grace and precision. It's like stepping into a crowded marketplace where not all vendors have your best interests at heart, and you must learn to navigate this space with discernment, always choosing the forces that are in alignment with your greatest good. The influence of these forces can be both subtle and powerful, affecting your thoughts, emotions, and even your physical well-being, and you must develop your intuitive abilities to navigate through these new dimensions and to discern which entities are working for your greatest good and which are not. You are not alone on this journey. You have access to both guides and guardians that will help you as you move forward, but you must also learn to discern the differences. This is about stepping into your sovereignty and being able to make your own decisions based on your own inner knowing and awareness. For example, you may feel a sudden surge of inspiration or downloads of information that guide you toward your highest path, or you may experience feelings of confusion or disorientations, and learning to discern where these are coming from is essential. Now let's weave these threads together and explore the intricate dance between your cosmic blueprint, your activation codes, your timeline choices, and the influence of spiritual forces, and how these are not separate, isolated events, but are interwoven into one unified cycle of transformation. It's like looking at a complex tapestry, where each thread contributes to the overall design, creating a beautiful and intricate work of art, where every piece has a specific role to play in the grander design. Your personal journey isn't a solo act, but part of a greater collective experience, and each piece is influencing all other pieces in very specific ways. Understanding the interconnectedness will give you a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance between your choices and the influences that are at play in your life, and how to use that awareness to move into the highest possible timelines. For instance, a planetary alignment can trigger an activation code, which then reveals a past life experience, which may then attract a specific entity into your field, which will then push you onto a specific timeline, showing how each piece is intentionally designed to move you along your own unique path. Each choice you make creates ripples and changes the entire system, and with more clarity, you will be able to see how all of these pieces are working together for your greatest good. And now, let's look at the consequences of ignoring these energetic shifts, and to understand that choosing to remain unaware is not a neutral option, but a choice that has very specific repercussions. It's like a river flowing with a very strong current. You can either choose to flow with that current, or you can choose to resist it, but the river will always continue to flow, and to resist will only cause you to become more exhausted. Those who choose to remain unaware not only risk becoming trapped in lower vibrational patterns, but they also begin to move out of alignment with their own soul's purpose, which can cause even more suffering. Your choices at this time are incredibly important, and they will determine the path that you take and what experiences you will have along the way. This is a very critical time for you to take full responsibility for your destiny and to begin to move with conscious intention, as these are the choices that are designed to take you to your highest potential. For example, those who ignore their intuition and choose to stay in fear-based patterns will find themselves in a loop that is increasingly more challenging to break free from, while those who choose to align with their truth and their divine purpose will have the capacity to begin moving into greater levels of grace and ease. And as you become more aware of your navigational challenges, it's crucial that you understand that this process isn't simply about spiritual bypassing, but about embracing every single part of yourself and learning to master your emotions, thoughts, and spiritual discernment to fully move into the highest potential of all that you are. It's not about escaping the human experience, but about mastering it to become more fully integrated with all parts of your being. Each challenge is a very specific opportunity for growth, and each challenge is designed to move you into more awareness. You must be willing to look into the depths of your own being and to embrace both the light and the shadow, and to use the power of your emotions, your thoughts, and your discernment to stay aligned with your highest path and to become more of a fully integrated being. This is about owning all parts of yourself and bringing them all into the light so that you can become more whole and complete. For instance, you might be experiencing a heightened sense of self-doubt during this time, but that is a very specific opportunity to tap into your resilience and your courage to move forward, using your tools to move beyond the limitations of your mind. Now let's shift your perspective and realize that you are an active co-creator of not only your personal reality, but also an active influencer of the collective energetic field, where your choices resonate far beyond your own personal experience. It's like a single note being played in a symphony, and even though it seems small, it is essential to the overall harmony, and your experiences are much like that. They are all essential to the larger unfolding. Each action you take, each choice you make, and each intention that you have is directly influencing the larger field, and you have the ability to create positive shifts within your own experience, and that will also create positive shifts for the entire collective. This is a call to step into your power and realize the profound influence that you have over your own reality and the collective experience, and it's essential that you move forward with both courage and intention. For example, if you are able to move into a place of greater compassion and understanding that will ripple out into the collective and positively influence others, helping to create a more harmonious experience for everyone, you are more powerful than you may realize. As we further integrate all of these ideas, let's expand on the understanding that these threads are not just woven together in a tapestry, but they are a dynamic web of energy, where each thread vibrates and influences all others, creating a complex and ever-shifting pattern of cause and effect. It's like a spider web, and each movement of the web is felt by all the other threads, and that is how your life experience is designed. Each piece is influencing all others. Your past timelines are influencing your present choices, which are also influenced by the karmic patterns that you are moving through, along with the celestial events that are all working together to create a very specific design that is leading you toward your highest potential. And by seeing how interconnected all of this is, you will be able to move through your life with more grace and ease. For instance, a past life trauma may directly influence your emotional reactions to a current planetary alignment, which is then amplified by a specific entity, and all of that is designed to lead you to the next level of awareness, showing how each of those pieces is intentionally designed for your own personal growth, and your understanding will continue to grow with each new experience. Now, as we link your personal experience to the universal cycles of transformation, remember that these cycles are not just linear progressions, but an expanding and spiraling pattern of consciousness that is constantly repeating across time, across dimensions, and across different universes, and that the experiences of the chosen souls are essential parts of this larger pattern. It's like looking at a spiral staircase, constantly moving upward, and your personal journey is exactly the same, each level building upon the previous one, constantly moving higher. These cycles are not just about repeating the same experience, but about continually expanding to incorporate more knowledge and more wisdom, to move toward a more complete integration of all that you are. It's important that you recognize that your personal journey is not random. It's part of this very ancient and vast system of consciousness that has been in motion since the beginning of time, and that you are not alone in this experience. For example, you may begin to see that ancient cultures marked similar patterns of transformation through their calendars and rituals, showing that this is a repeating pattern that many have gone through before you, which will validate that you are part of the same unfolding, and that you have the ability to move through it with grace and ease. As the veil thins further, you must understand that this isn't just an opening into other realms, but a doorway into your own consciousness, unlocking the dormant abilities that are waiting to be activated within you and giving you access to new dimensions that are ready to be explored. It's like entering a vast library where every single book holds the answers to all of your questions, and those answers are now ready to be revealed, and you will have the ability to access information that you have never had access to before. There are many dimensions available to you. Simply by looking within, you will have access to all of the answers that you seek. You are not limited to this one dimension. You are multidimensional, and you have the ability to move into these new dimensions with ease and grace. You will also be able to connect more deeply with your intuitive abilities and receive downloads of knowledge that will assist you on your path. For example, you may find that you are having much more vivid dreams, or that you are receiving messages from your ancestors, or that you have a very clear line of communication with your guides, and all of that will become much more clear as you move further on this journey. Now, as we approach the next phase, understand that all of the information that has been shared so far is a foundation that is designed to help you take action, to prepare you for the next level of your journey, and to equip you with the tools you need to move forward with confidence and clarity. It's like gathering all of the necessary ingredients before baking a cake, where each part has its own purpose and is essential to the final outcome. And all of the things that we have explored up to now is essential for you to move forward on your journey. You must be willing to integrate all that you have learned and to put these concepts into practice so that you can continue to consciously co-create your reality. Your preparation will be essential to how you move through these times of epic transformation, and the more prepared you are, the more grace and ease you will have. For example, by continuing to work on your emotional awareness, setting clear intentions, and continuing to use your spiritual grounding tools, you will have the ability to navigate the next phase of this journey with greater ease. And as we reinforce the validity of these concepts, let's look to the stories of those that have gone before, those chosen souls who moved through similar cycles, and how their journeys mirror what you are currently experiencing, giving you more validity in the concepts that we have explored, and providing you with the confidence that you too can move through this process successfully. These stories aren't just history, they are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, and they can act as a beacon of hope for what is possible. It's like reading a map that has been used many times before and gives you the confidence to move forward on your own journey. We will be sharing with you examples of how these individuals moved through similar types of challenges, what tools they used, and what wisdom they gathered, so that you can begin to see that you are capable of the same. For example, we will share the account of a chosen soul who moved through a similar energetic period and what tools they used to successfully navigate that cycle. And this will give you a clear example of what is possible for you as well. And as we bring this part to a close, remember that this is not a journey to a fixed point of awareness, but a constant deepening and expanding of your understanding. And the more that you revisit these ideas, the more that you will see that it will deepen and expand and reveal more of the mysteries that are available to you. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, with each new layer revealing more of the core, and each time you revisit this information, you will receive a new insight. This is not about arriving at a final destination, but about being in a constant state of exploration, discovery, and expansion. And the more that you embrace this idea, the more that you will receive. Your understanding will continue to evolve with each new experience, and the more that you are willing to explore, the more wisdom you will gain. Finally, let's conclude this section with the understanding that these cycles that you are experiencing are not limited to your personal life or even this planet, but are patterns that repeat on an infinite scale throughout multiple dimensions and across multiple universes, and that these cycles are all part of a greater system of interconnectedness. It's like looking at a fractal pattern, with each part containing a reflection of the whole, and this pattern is constantly repeating and expanding, and that is how your experience is designed. You are part of an infinite cycle of transformation that is always expanding, always deepening, and always revealing more of your infinite potential. And the more that you are able to embrace this idea, the more empowered you will become, and the more you will realize the infinite potential that you possess. This is a truly magnificent journey, and you are an essential piece of this grand and beautiful design. You're not simply a receiver of these cosmic energies, you are an active energetic anchor, a powerful source of stability designed to hold and transmit specific frequencies to the collective during this time of immense transformation. Think of a lighthouse standing strong amidst the turbulent waves, its beam cutting through the darkness to guide ships safely to shore. That is what you are, a radiant beacon, emitting a powerful light that not only illuminates your own path, but also provides direction for those around you. You're not just passively receiving. Your very presence, your unique energetic signature, is actively contributing to the transformation of the entire collective, and it's important that you understand the depth of your own influence. This isn't a one-time activation, it's an ongoing process of development, where your energetic field is continuously being refined and strengthened as you step more fully into your role as a beacon of light and hope. And as your light shines brighter, it will illuminate more of the path for those that are still finding their way, as well as creating a pathway for you to move into a place of more clarity, grace, and ease. This isn't just about personal transformation, but about the vital role you play in the awakening of humanity. So, are you ready to fully embrace the power that you hold, and to understand the impact that your light has on the world? And as you move through these cycles, know that each activation is not a mere repetition, but a deeper descent into your own potential, allowing you to integrate the lessons of the past, while also unlocking previously dormant aspects of your unique skills, your spiritual power, and your infinite wisdom. It's like a magnificent symphony, where each movement builds upon the previous one, creating a more complex and harmonious composition, and each cycle you move through builds on what came before, expanding your capacity, your wisdom, and your ability to move through the world with greater awareness and love. You are growing exponentially, with each new cycle revealing more of your magnificent gifts, and that your journey is always moving upward, constantly expanding, and inviting you to step into more of the beauty and the power that you hold within. A past experience of overcoming fear, for example, can lead to a deeper understanding of courage, but it will also bring forth new levels of wisdom and strategic thinking, allowing you to not only conquer your own challenges, but also act as a guide for others with even greater ease. You're not just repeating the past, you are mastering it, learning from it, and using it to create a more empowering future, which serves not just you, but all those that are around you. This is a continuous upward spiral, always deepening and always expanding. How will you step into the next level of your own potential, and what gifts are waiting to be revealed? And as you navigate these timelines, recognize that you are not merely choosing, you're actively timeline weavers, capable of harmonizing multiple realities, bringing them together to create a more cohesive and positive outcome for yourself and for the collective. Think of a master weaver at a loom, skillfully interlacing threads of different colors and textures to create a beautiful tapestry. And that is what you are now becoming, a master of weaving timelines into beautiful tapestries of your own design. You're learning to weave together timelines with intention, with clarity, and with purpose, and by practicing this art, you begin to move into a place where you are not just creating your own destiny, but are also influencing the destiny of humanity. This is a powerful ability that you are developing, and as you grow in your practice, you will see the power that you hold to not only change your own trajectory, but to create a positive ripple effect throughout the field of consciousness. By understanding how your emotions, your thoughts, and your intentions interact with the timelines, you begin to master the ability to create your reality, and this is how you move into your full potential as a master of creation. You are not just a passenger, but the very creator of your own reality, and with each conscious choice, you are shaping the world, and you must recognize the power that this brings to you and act accordingly. So, how will you weave your own timelines to create a more beautiful world? You are never alone on this journey, even if it feels that way sometimes. There is a vast network of unseen spiritual guides, guardian entities, and ancestral lineages who are here to support you, and they are a constant presence, designed to assist you as you move forward. Think of a team of trusted guides, walking alongside you, offering support and wisdom every step of the way, and they are here to comfort you, to protect you, and to support you as you move forward on your journey. They are always available, and they are always present, whether you are aware of them or not. All you have to do is ask, and you will receive. This isn't about having faith in something outside of you, but about remembering the connection to those that are always with you, ready to support you with love and compassion. And as you learn to recognize their presence, you will be able to move through your life with more grace, with more ease, and with more joy. You are held, you are loved, and you are supported every step of the way. So are you ready to connect more deeply with these benevolent forces, and to trust in the unseen support that is always available to you? Now let's examine how these seemingly separate components, your cosmic imprint, your activation codes, your timeline choices, your connection to spiritual guides, are all interconnected within a complex, ever-changing system, where each element is intricately related to the others. Imagine a complex clockwork mechanism with gears, springs, and levers all working in perfect synchronicity, and that is exactly how this system is designed, where each part is essential, and if one part is off, then it will affect all of the other parts. This isn't chaos, It's a divinely orchestrated dance, each part designed to bring you into your highest potential, to allow you to step into your mastery and to become a source of light for others. If one piece of the system is out of alignment, then it will create a challenge that must be addressed in order to move forward in a balanced way, showing that every experience you have is essential to the overall movement of your soul's evolution. A specific planetary alignment, for example, might trigger an energetic challenge, which then requires you to integrate a past life experience, while also asking for support from your spiritual guides. And by recognizing how interconnected all of these pieces are, you will begin to move through this process with greater understanding and greater mastery. Do you see the magnificent complexity of this system and how each part plays an essential role? And now, understand that this isn't just a cosmic game, it's an urgent call to action, with a very specific window of opportunity that is open now. And if you ignore it, you risk missing out on your highest potential, and potentially the trajectory of humanity as well. It's like being at a crossroads, with clear pathways in front of you, and by choosing to ignore the signs, you risk taking a path that is less aligned with your soul's purpose, which will make your journey more challenging and more difficult to navigate. Your choices at this moment have a profound impact on both your individual destiny and also the overall trajectory of the collective, and it's essential that you recognize the urgency of this moment and to take full responsibility for your own journey. You are here at this time for a very specific purpose, and now is the time to step fully into that purpose and that responsibility. If you don't act and you don't take full responsibility, you may find yourself being pulled into lower vibrational timelines, which will ultimately lead to more suffering, and that is a choice, but it is not your highest potential. This isn't about fear, it's about stepping into your power and accepting that your time for action is now, and what will you choose to do with this profound opportunity? You must also understand that this journey may not always feel comfortable, that chosen souls will likely face challenges, including an amplification of their inner critic, an increase in fear, and the need for more spiritual discernment, and that these challenges are not a sign that you're on the wrong path, but rather a very specific opportunity for growth and for you to step into the next level of your own mastery. It's like a blacksmith who uses intense heat to forge a powerful sword. The challenges that you face are designed to strengthen you, not weaken you, and it's important that you understand the true purpose of each of these obstacles. The key is to learn to move through these challenges with grace and compassion, and with the understanding that each one is helping you to become more of who you are destined to be. Your self-doubt, for example, may become even louder during this time, but that's a clear indication that this is an opportunity to develop your inner strength, your wisdom, and your capacity for self-compassion. This isn't about bypassing the challenges, it's about learning to navigate them with intention, with clarity, and with grace. And are you ready to face your inner demons with courage, knowing that they are part of your path to mastery? And now let's shift your perspective and recognize that your role is not just that of a receiver of cosmic energies, but that you are an active force in the evolution of consciousness, and that you have the power to create real and tangible changes simply by choosing a more loving and compassionate pathway. And each conscious decision has a very real and very powerful effect on your life and the life of humanity. You are not just a piece of the puzzle, but you are the glue that holds it all together, and your choices matter, and your actions are having an effect. This isn't about some far-off spiritual ideal, it's about the very real choices that you make in your everyday life, and how those choices are shaping the collective. Think of a conductor leading an orchestra, where each instrument has a specific part to play, and together they create a beautiful and powerful piece of music, and that is what you are now being called to do, to play your part with intention, with courage, and with love. You are not just needed, you are empowered, and this understanding is absolutely essential at this time. So are you ready to step into your role as a powerful co-creator and an active force for positive change. Now, let's unveil the interconnectedness of all of these threads and understand how your karmic patterns, your personal choices, and these celestial events are all working together in a perfect dance to create your unique life experience. It's like a perfectly choreographed ballet, where each dancer has a specific part to play, and all of the movements come together to create a beautiful and seamless performance. And that is exactly how your life experience is designed, each piece working in perfect synchronicity with all the others. Your past traumas are influencing your present choices, which are also influenced by the celestial events, and all of it is working together to guide you toward your highest potential and to awaken you into your greatest mastery. You are not a random occurrence, you are a part of a magnificent and divinely orchestrated plan, and each piece has its place. A past life trauma, for example, may trigger a challenge in your current relationship, which will then influence how you interact with the planetary alignment, and all of these pieces are designed to move you into a new level of awareness, showing that every experience is part of a much larger and more profound system. So, can you feel the perfect dance of your life unfolding before you? And now, as we explore the historical cycles of transformation, understand that chosen souls have always been active during critical times of change, acting as beacons of light and as anchors of stability across multiple dimensions and in all times and places. Think of a group of courageous explorers venturing into uncharted territory, paving the way for those that follow, and that is the role of the chosen souls through history, and you are part of that same lineage. You are part of a long and established lineage of powerful changemakers, and you have the ability to create a positive shift for the collective, just as those before you have done. Your presence, your actions, and your unique gifts are essential during this time, and you must understand that you are not alone in this journey, but that there is a lineage of light and love that has preceded you and is also moving with you. These are not isolated events, but part of a continuous cycle that repeats across time and dimensions, and it's essential that you connect with the lineage of wisdom, courage, and grace that has preceded you. Are you beginning to see how your life is part of something much larger and much more ancient than you could ever have imagined? And now, as we dive deeper, let's expand on the mystery by exploring more subtle aspects of reality, beyond what is currently seen, and by hinting at even deeper mysteries waiting to be discovered, creating a sense of wonder and curiosity. It's like exploring an ancient temple, where each chamber reveals more and more of the sacred knowledge that has been hidden within, and that is how your own path is designed, to always reveal more of the mystery with each step along the way. As you become more attuned to your own internal processes, you will gain access to deeper levels of wisdom and higher dimensions of existence, and it's essential that you understand that this is an infinite journey of ever-expanding understanding, where there is always something new to be discovered, something new to be explored, and something new to be learned. And this is part of the magic of it all, that there is always something more. This journey never ends, it only deepens, expands, and reveals more of your infinite potential. What wonders await you just beyond the veil of your current perception? Finally, let's create a solid foundation for the next phase by looking at what actionable steps you can begin to take to help navigate the current challenges and the very specific steps you can take to create a more empowered reality and to more fully step into your role as an anchor for the collective. It's like preparing a very detailed roadmap, highlighting the path ahead and giving you clear directions for each step along the way. And you will begin to see what tools you need to gather and what actions you need to take to create the greatest possible outcome. You must be willing to move through your emotions with grace, to use your intention with clarity, to use your spiritual discernment with wisdom, and to connect to your guides with love. And all of these pieces will be essential to your next steps on this journey. This isn't about escaping the challenges, it's about equipping yourself with the tools and the wisdom to move through them with grace and ease. What specific actions will you begin taking today to empower your journey? And are you ready to step into the next level? Now let's bridge the gap between these esoteric concepts and your real-world experiences by connecting your present journey to similar accounts from historical figures, creating a bridge between the unseen and the seen, the past and the present, and making the information more relatable and easier to integrate. It's like reading a map of a familiar terrain, but being given a new perspective to understand how all the pieces connect. And that is how these historical stories and experiences will serve you to give you a new perspective on your own experience. These aren't just stories, these are living testaments to the patterns of transformation that repeat throughout time. And by seeing these universal patterns, it will allow you to connect more fully with the process of unfolding, and to see that what you are moving through is not random, but intentional and purposeful. A story of a mythical figure who underwent a profound transformation, for example, can help you understand your current energetic journey and highlight the universal patterns that have been repeating since the beginning of time, and to show that this is all part of a purposeful and divinely inspired plan. Can you see how the past is illuminating your present? And now let's connect your personal karmic patterns to the current celestial events, and see that these events are designed to give you the perfect opportunity for growth, for healing, and to move you into a deeper sense of self-awareness and a greater capacity for love and compassion. It's like receiving a very specific key, designed to unlock a very specific door, and the planetary alignments are acting in the same way. They are providing the keys you need to open up new dimensions of your own potential. Each planetary alignment is designed to highlight a particular pattern, to push you in a direction that will allow you to heal, to grow, and to awaken into more of what you are designed to be. These aren't random events, they are specifically designed to support your soul's evolution, and to give you opportunities to grow, to heal, and to awaken, and to ultimately move into your mastery. A recurring pattern in your relationships, for example, may be a direct result of a past life experience, and the current planetary alignments are highlighting this to help you find a way to clear that pattern and move into a higher level of understanding. Can you see how the cosmos is working in your favor? And now, let's look at how to apply this understanding to your daily life, taking these abstract concepts and connecting them to practical daily applications, giving you the opportunity to take ownership of your transformation and to move into a place of conscious co-creation, and to see that you are the key to your own success. It's like learning a new language, and then using that language in your daily conversations, and this is what you are learning to do now, to integrate all of these pieces into your daily experience, so that you can use them to consciously create. Your understanding of the energies of each moon phase, for example, can help you make more conscious decisions about your daily activities and interactions, and you will begin to see the way that your actions, your intentions, and the cycles of the universe are all interconnected and designed for your highest good. This isn't just about theory, it's about taking what you have learned and integrating it into every aspect of your life. How will you begin to actively apply this understanding today? And now let's create a smooth transition and connect all of these ideas in a clear and concise way, by using language and examples that are easy to understand, and by constantly reinforcing the key concepts to make sure that you are able to follow the flow of information while also feeling safe and supported, and allowing you to see the purpose in each part of the journey. It's like a well-constructed bridge, guiding you safely from one point to the next, and all of the things we have explored so far are the foundation for building this bridge. And by using these transitional phrases and reviewing the main points, it allows you to see how all of the pieces connect and relate to one another in a very specific and purposeful way. For example, by saying things like, building on this idea, or as we move forward, you can see how all of the pieces are working together to create a very specific roadmap for your journey. Are you ready to move into the next level of your journey with confidence and clarity? And now, as we approach the next video, Understand that it is designed as a very clear guide for taking practical action, and that it will show you exactly how to integrate everything that you've learned, to equip you with the tools that you need to move forward with more grace and ease, and with the support of many unseen guides, and that this is designed to empower you, not to scare you. It's like receiving a very specific instruction manual designed to help you operate a complex piece of machinery, and you will be given the steps and guidance you need to be able to more fully step into your mastery. We will share various meditation techniques, breathwork exercises, and specific rituals that are designed to help you anchor higher vibrations, manage your energy flow, and to create a more balanced field of awareness. This is an ongoing process that will evolve with time and practice, and you are being invited to move forward with more intention and more power. Are you ready to receive the tools that you need to activate your full potential? Now, let's look at the evidence that supports these claims by sharing both historical stories and contemporary accounts of chosen souls who have moved through similar cycles and have successfully navigated these energetic shifts, showing you that this is not theoretical, but real, and that you are not alone. It's like seeing a map that has been used successfully by many travelers before you, and each new story will give you the confidence to trust your own path. These examples will act as a beacon of hope, demonstrating that this is a process that can be successfully navigated, and that it will allow you to trust your own inner guidance with more clarity. We will share a specific story of a modern-day chosen soul who moved through similar energetic periods and what tools they used to successfully navigate that cycle, and how they stepped into a higher level of service and purpose. Are you ready to see the validation of your journey? And finally, let's remember that this journey of transformation is not a destination, but a continuous pathway of self-discovery, where each new layer reveals a deeper level of understanding, and each step you take deepens your awareness, allows you to expand more fully, and reveals more of the infinite mysteries that are available to you. It's like climbing a mountain, where each new peak reveals a more expansive view of the landscape, and as you revisit these ideas, you will see how they continually deepen and expand to incorporate more of your understanding. This is about being in a constant state of exploration, discovery, and expansion, knowing that there is always more, and as you embrace this concept, you will continue to receive more wisdom, more love, and more awareness. And will you continue to explore the mysteries that await you? And now, as we conclude this section, remember that these cycles of transformation aren't limited to your personal timeline, nor to this planet, but they are patterns that repeat on an infinite scale throughout multiple dimensions and universes, and that you are part of a system of interconnectedness that extends far beyond your current perception, where every piece plays an important part in the evolution of consciousness, and that your role is much larger than you could have ever imagined. It's like looking at a vast and intricate tapestry, with threads extending infinitely in all directions, and you are a very special part of that tapestry. Your experiences are not isolated, they are all part of a much larger system that is designed to constantly expand, constantly deepen, and constantly reveal more of your infinite potential. This is a magnificent and beautiful journey, and you are an essential piece of this grand and divine design. Are you ready to embrace your place in this infinite cycle of transformation? You are not merely absorbing the energies that are flowing through the cosmos. You are, in fact, a powerful energetic transmitter, actively influencing the collective consciousness with your unique vibrational signature and with your very being. Imagine a vast, intricate network, like a global web of light, and you are a crucial node, both receiving and sending signals of energy, and the frequencies you choose to transmit have a very real and tangible impact on the world around you. This isn't about some abstract theory, it is the very core of your ability to consciously create your reality. A simple act of kindness, for example, sends out a ripple of positive energy that can uplift others, whereas feelings of anger or fear can create distortions within the field that can cause disruption. This works both ways, and it shows that the state of your inner world is directly influencing the collective, and you must be aware of the profound responsibility that you carry. This is a continuous process, an ongoing dance between receiving and transmitting, where your personal state of being becomes a powerful force in the overall evolution of consciousness. So, are you now ready to recognize that you are not just a part of the collective, but you are, in fact, a very powerful force within it? And as you move through each activation cycle, each experience serves to deepen your understanding of your own unique energetic blueprint, revealing more of your hidden talents, your innate spiritual abilities, and the divine purpose that you carry within. And this is not just a linear progression, but a continuous upward spiral of evolution. It's like peeling back the layers of an ancient scroll, with each new layer revealing more of the sacred wisdom that has always been within you, and each cycle that you move through allows you to step more fully into your own divine mastery. A challenging experience, for example, might trigger the release of old emotional wounds, which then unlocks access to higher levels of wisdom and empathy, as well as activating dormant gifts that are designed to move you into your highest potential. You are constantly being refined, like gold being purified in the fire, and this is why it is essential that you embrace the challenges, as well as the gifts that you receive along the way. This is about becoming more of who you were always meant to be, and this process has been repeating since the beginning of time, and you are now consciously participating in this ancient and divinely orchestrated dance of transformation. So, are you ready to see your life experiences as a key to unlocking your full potential? And as you learn to navigate the timelines, you must remember that this is not just an individual journey, but also a collective responsibility. And as a chosen soul, you are being called to weave together timelines that benefit not only your own evolution, but also that of humanity. And it is now time to awaken to this very powerful understanding. Think of a group of skilled musicians, each playing their unique instrument, but all working together to create a harmonious symphony, and that is your role, to work with others and create a harmonious and beautiful future. You are not just creating your own reality, but you are consciously choosing to create a more positive outcome for the collective. By working in harmony with others, you can amplify the positive energies and move humanity into a new and more aligned direction, and this is a very powerful call to action. A group of chosen souls, focusing their intention on peace, for example, can influence the collective timeline, creating a reality where there is less conflict and more love, and that shows the power that you hold in your ability to move into conscious co-creation. Are you now ready to use your power to influence the timelines for the betterment of all? And know that you are never alone on this path, as you have a vast network of unseen guides and ancestral lineages that are always with you, offering support, wisdom, and protection, and that these guides are not just external forces, but also aspects of your own higher self, which is always available to you when you reach out for guidance. Think of a loving family, always watching over you and ready to offer assistance in times of need, and that is how these guides are here to support your journey. They are not just external beings, but they are also you in a higher and more expanded version of yourself. Their guidance may come as a feeling of intuition, a sense of protection, or even synchronicities that show you that you are on the right path, and that you are being divinely guided in every step that you take. You are always loved, held, and supported, and all you have to do is ask, and you will receive the wisdom, the courage, and the guidance that you need to move forward. So, will you now trust the unseen forces that are always here to support you? Now let's delve deeper into the interconnected nature of this system, understanding that your cosmic imprint, your activation codes, your timeline choices, and your connection to your guides are all working together in a very dynamic and constantly evolving system that is always responding to your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Imagine a complex ecosystem where every living thing is interconnected, and a change in one part of the system ripples through the whole. And this is how your own personal energetic system works, always interacting with the larger field of consciousness. Your emotions, for example, have a direct impact on your energetic field, and this will in turn affect the collective, showing that there is no separation between the two, and that they are all working in perfect synchronicity with one another. This means that you are not just responsible for your own journey, but also for your impact on the collective, and it's essential that you understand that every choice you make is directly influencing the entire field of consciousness. So, are you beginning to see the interconnectedness of this complex and beautiful system? And now let's heighten the tension and understand that this current window of opportunity for massive transformation is open now. But this window will not stay open forever, and you must take responsibility for the choices that you make at this specific time and to understand the urgency of this moment. It's like being at the edge of a fast-flowing river, and there is a clear opportunity to cross to the other side. But if you hesitate, you may miss your chance and find yourself being pulled back into the current. This is a very precise moment in time, and it is essential that you understand the urgency of this situation and to take full responsibility for the choices that you make during this cycle. The chosen souls, who remain unaware or who refuse to take responsibility for their own journey, may miss the opportunity to step into their highest potential and may find themselves being pulled into lower vibrational patterns of repetition. This is not about fear, it is about empowerment and to step into your role as a conscious co-creator of your own reality. So are you willing to take responsibility for the choices that you make in this moment? And understand that as you move forward on your path, you will face challenges, including an amplification of your inner critic, an increase in fear, and the need for more spiritual discernment, and that these challenges are designed to test your inner strength, your wisdom, and your capacity to remain grounded while navigating the more subtle aspects of reality. Think of a knight on a quest, facing various trials and tribulations, which are all designed to strengthen their resolve, to awaken their wisdom, and to equip them to step into their mastery. And these challenges are also designed to bring you to a new level of awareness and integration. Your self-doubt, for example, may become even louder during this time, and you may find yourself questioning your own path. But this is a clear invitation to strengthen your faith and to cultivate more self-compassion. These challenges are not designed to stop you, but rather to reveal the inner power, the courage, and the wisdom that you already hold. So, are you willing to face your inner demons with courage and love, knowing that they are part of your journey to mastery? And now let's shift your perspective and have you see yourself as a powerful co-creator, consciously influencing not only your own destiny, but also the destiny of the collective, with every thought, every feeling, and every action that you take, and to begin to understand your profound influence on the world. Think of a single drop of water that has the power to influence the entire ocean, and each conscious choice that you make is also contributing to the overall flow of the collective consciousness, which shows the immense power that you have to create real and tangible shifts in your reality. Your unique journey is a very powerful and necessary part of the overall evolution of consciousness, and you have the power to move into a place of love and compassion for yourself and for all those around you. By understanding your own influence, you can move forward with more intention, with more clarity, and with more confidence. This is your time to shine, and your journey is needed and divinely inspired. So, are you ready to embrace your role as a powerful co-creator and a conscious influence on the evolution of humanity? And now let's bring all of these threads together, understanding that these cycles of transformation are not linear, but rather they are part of an ever-expanding spiral that weaves together the past, the present, and the future, showing that your personal, historical, and cosmic experiences are all interconnected and all working together in a very precise and beautiful dance of creation. Imagine a complex tapestry with many threads of different colors, textures, and patterns that are all weaving together to create a very beautiful and complex piece of art. And this is very similar to how your personal experiences are being interwoven into this grand cosmic design. Each experience you have, each challenge you face, and each gift that you receive is a thread that is being woven into this tapestry, and they are all designed to move you into your highest potential. Your past traumas are influencing your present choices, which are also influenced by the celestial events, and all of these pieces are all working together to guide you to your highest potential and to awaken you into your mastery. So, can you feel the interconnectedness of these beautiful threads and understand the purpose that they all play? And as we explore these cycles further, let's understand that these patterns are not unique to you, but they are in fact universal patterns that have been repeating across time, throughout history, and across cultures, and that these are ancient patterns that have been present since the beginning, and you are part of an ancient lineage of powerful transformers. It's like reading the same story in many different books, and each story will be presented with slightly different characters, settings, and perspectives, but at its core, it is the same archetypal journey, and you are also following this very precise blueprint for awakening. The challenges, the gifts, the initiations, and the awakenings that you are moving through at this time are part of a continuous cycle of evolution that has been repeating since the beginning, and all of the chosen souls of the past have faced similar challenges and have stepped into their mastery with love, grace, and compassion. This shows that you are not alone, and that you are part of an ancient and powerful lineage of change makers, and that you carry the power to move through this in a way that is aligned with your soul's purpose. So, do you now see how your journey is part of a larger, more ancient, and more beautiful cycle of transformation? And now, let's explore the mysteries that lie beyond what can currently be seen, understanding that the veil is thinning, and chosen souls will soon begin to access even deeper levels of understanding, while also opening to new possibilities for spiritual gifts, as well as more profound challenges, and that you are moving into new levels of awareness that will require you to stay very grounded, centered, and connected to your own divine wisdom. It's like stepping through a door into a new dimension of reality, where things that were once hidden are now beginning to reveal themselves. And that is what is happening now, with the thinning of the veil, which will bring more opportunities for growth, and also more opportunities for challenges that you must move through with grace. You may begin to experience past life memories, have encounters with spiritual beings, and even have an experience of multidimensionality, and that it will be essential that you stay grounded and connected to your love, your compassion, and your innate wisdom in order to move through this process with clarity and ease. So, are you ready to step into the mysteries that await you just beyond the veil of your current perception? And now, let's create a solid framework that will lead you into the next video by providing a clear understanding of how all of these concepts integrate and reinforce one another, and how the next steps you will be taking will be both a personal and collective transformation, and to also give you the tools and the resources you need to navigate the journey ahead. It's like constructing a building where each part of the building is essential to the structure of the whole, and by seeing how all of the pieces are working together, it will provide you with more stability and more confidence to move forward. We will be sharing specific techniques for breathwork, meditation, ritual, and intentional focus, and these are all very important pieces that you must integrate into your practice, and these techniques are essential to help you move through these current cycles with more clarity and more grace. The next video will give you the tools you need and will also empower you to step into your role as a powerful co-creator. So, are you ready to integrate these teachings and prepare for the actionable steps that are coming next? And now, let's create a bridge between the wisdom of the past and the challenges you're facing in the present by exploring how chosen souls have navigated these same cycles of transformation throughout history, demonstrating that these patterns are not new, but are part of a larger and more profound cycle that has been repeating since the beginning. And that you are part of a long lineage of wisdom keepers, spiritual guides, and powerful transformers. It's like receiving a map that has been used by many travelers before you, and the stories of their journey will help guide you on your own path. These stories will help you understand the challenges that you face, and will also give you the wisdom, the courage, and the confidence to move into your highest potential. Ancient mystery schools, for example, used similar cycles for initiation and for accessing higher levels of consciousness, and those same patterns are being revealed to you now, with even more clarity and with even more power, which shows that this is a divine and purposeful plan that is constantly evolving and expanding. So, are you ready to connect more deeply with the wisdom of the past? And now, let's look at the specific karmic patterns in your own life and understand that these are not random events, but they are directly connected to the current energetic shifts, and these challenges are designed to move you forward and into the next level of your own spiritual awakening, and to also help you to grow in compassion and in wisdom. Think of a specific puzzle piece that you have been trying to fit into the puzzle of your life, and the current celestial alignments are designed to reveal the missing piece that you need to complete the picture. These challenges are not your weakness, but rather they are the very keys that unlock your greatest potential, and they will allow you to step into a new level of self-awareness. A past experience of betrayal, for example, may be repeating now, not to cause more suffering, but rather to give you an opportunity to break free of this pattern, and to understand your power to choose differently, and to also move forward with greater love and greater compassion, which shows the power that you hold to shift the patterns in your life. Are you now beginning to understand how the challenges you have faced are the very keys to unlocking your highest potential? And now let's look at the practical steps that you can take to integrate these ideas into your everyday life, and to begin to consciously co-create your reality with more intention, with more focus, and with more love, which shows that your spiritual growth is not something separate from your daily experiences, but rather it is an integrated part of it. It's like learning a new recipe, and then using that recipe to create beautiful meals for your friends and your family, and your spiritual understanding is also meant to be incorporated into your relationships, your work, and all of the activities you do every day. Setting clear intentions and practicing emotional regulation, for example, will lead to more positive interactions with others and a greater capacity for compassion, which shows that what you create inside of yourself is also being reflected outwardly, and that you have the power to influence the world around you with your own state of being. So, are you ready to apply these concepts to create a more positive and more empowered reality? And now, let's bring all of these concepts together and create a smooth and natural flow by summarizing the main points, while also using language and examples that are easy to understand, and to reinforce the key concepts that we have already explored, allowing you to see how each piece is connected to the others. It's like following a map that has clearly labeled roads and landmarks, and these landmarks help you understand the terrain that you are moving through and also help you see the pathway forward. By using phrases like "building on this point" or "as we move forward," you will be able to see how all of the pieces of the puzzle are working together, and that each part is just as important as the others, and that each piece is designed to give you a deeper understanding of your own unique journey, and how it is also connected to the journey of humanity. So, are you now feeling more confident and clear as you prepare to move into the next level of your journey? And now, as we prepare for the next section, understand that it will be a clear and actionable guide, designed to help you integrate all of the concepts that we've explored so far, and that it is going to give you the very specific tools, the resources, and the practical steps that you need to navigate this time of transformation and step more fully into your divine power. It's like receiving a detailed instruction manual designed to give you the specific steps you need to take. And that is the intention of the next video, to give you the tools and resources that you need to move through the journey with more clarity, more grace, and more ease. We will be providing specific techniques for breathwork, meditation, energetic clearing, intention setting, and ritual work. And all of these are designed to help you manage your energy flow, to anchor higher vibrations, and to create a more balanced field of awareness. Are you now ready to receive the practical tools that you need to activate your full potential? And now let's look at the historical and personal evidence that supports these concepts by sharing stories of chosen souls who have navigated these same cycles and have used similar practices to move through periods of transformation, and to show you that this is not just theory, but that it is based in very real and very powerful experiences. It's like hearing the stories of other travelers who have used the same map, and by hearing their stories, you will know that the path you are on is a safe one. We will share the specific story of a chosen soul who faced similar challenges and what tools they used to move through these challenges and to step into a higher level of purpose and service, showing that this is a process that can be successfully navigated, and to also give you the confidence to know that you can do this too. So, are you ready to see the proof of this path and step more fully into your own power? And finally, let's remember that your journey of transformation is not a destination, but a continuous cycle of self-discovery, where each new level reveals a deeper understanding and a more profound awareness of your own infinite potential, and that there is always something new to explore and something new to learn. It's like climbing a mountain, where each peak you climb only reveals a more vast and magnificent landscape, and that is how your journey is also designed, to always reveal more of the beauty and more of the magic that is always present and always accessible to you. And as you embrace this concept, you will be able to move forward with more grace, with more love, and more compassion for yourself and for all those around you, which shows that this is an infinite and ever-expanding journey, which will always provide you with new opportunities for growth, for healing, and for awakening. So, will you embrace the journey of continuous discovery and self-revelation? And now, as we conclude this section, remember that these cycles of transformation are not limited to just your personal experience or to the planet, but they are part of an infinite cycle that repeats throughout multiple dimensions and universes, and that your journey is part of a larger, more magnificent system that is designed to constantly expand, to constantly deepen, and to constantly reveal more of the divine wisdom that lives within you. It's like looking at an infinite spiral that stretches into every direction and seeing that you are an essential part of this magnificent design. You are not just a piece of this puzzle, but you are the very energy that is animating the whole, and that your experience is part of this grand and infinite cycle of ever-expanding creation, and it is all working perfectly together to bring you to your highest potential. So, are you ready to embrace your role in this infinite cycle of transformation? The epic celestial events that you've been sensing, the subtle shifts in your awareness, the profound changes in your life are not just random occurrences, but rather they are precisely timed activations designed to unlock specific codes within you, the chosen souls, preparing you for your unique role as energetic anchors and conscious co-creators. These are like a series of keys, each turning a lock, revealing hidden chambers within your being and within the collective field, and all of this is part of a much grander plan. You chose to be here at this time, to play this role, and to contribute your unique gifts to the evolution of consciousness, and now the time has come for you to step into that purpose with intention and with love, because you have been prepared for this since the beginning of time. These cycles are all interwoven, and each piece is essential, and you are not just a piece of this puzzle, you are the one who holds the key to unlocking the next phase of this transformational dance. Are you beginning to feel how interconnected everything truly is? And as these celestial cycles continue to unfold, Understand that the patterns you are now recognizing, the recurring themes, the personal initiations, are all part of a much larger and infinite system, repeating across vast stretches of time and across multiple realities. These patterns are not just arbitrary, they are divinely orchestrated guideposts, leading you through the spiral of awakening, each turn revealing more of your power, your potential, and the profound interconnectedness of all things, because it is the very nature of the cosmic unfolding. As you move through each cycle, you are deepening your knowing of these patterns and stepping into higher levels of awareness. You're also activating greater levels of your innate capabilities, which shows that all of these patterns are designed to move you into this very moment, and you are the key to the next stage. Are you now feeling the power that you carry in this infinite and ancient dance of transformation? And as the pieces of this puzzle begin to align, let's clarify the central understanding, the realization that everything is intricately connected, and that change is not an interruption, but rather it is the very essence of existence, and that your personal experience is inseparable from the collective's path, and that your actions resonate far beyond your own perceived reality. Your individual journey is the very key to the collective shift, and the choices you make will influence not only your own path, but the path of those around you, as well as humanity as a whole, which shows that your influence is profound and needed at this time. Each thought, each feeling, and each action is a thread in this grand tapestry, showing that you are both incredibly powerful and incredibly essential, and this is why your self-awareness is so important at this time. Are you now beginning to embrace the power and the responsibility that you carry in this divine unfolding? And as the layers of illusion begin to fall away, understand that you are not just a separate individual, you are an essential component of the collective consciousness, and your unique talents and your particular experiences are needed for the evolution of humanity, and that your perspective is vital for the transformation of consciousness. Your gifts are not just for you, they are for all, and this is how you move into a place of loving service as a powerful beacon of light for all those who are navigating these times. Each of your experiences, both the beautiful and the more challenging, are all part of a grand cosmic unfolding, designed to move you and humanity into higher states of love, compassion, and unity, which shows you how divinely designed this entire process is, and how loved you truly are every step of the way. Are you now ready to embrace your place as a vital and essential part of this beautiful and ever-evolving design? As you integrate this understanding, place your own personal process within the larger context of human history, realizing that these cycles of change, these shifts of awareness, and these energetic activations have been repeating across time and throughout the evolution of consciousness. You are not alone in this experience, but you are part of a long and ancient lineage of change makers, of wisdom keepers, and of those that have walked this path before you with love and compassion. Ancient cultures have long understood these cycles, have honored these transitions, and have created rituals and practices that are designed to move through these cycles with grace. And now you are part of this beautiful and ancient tradition, and it is time for you to step into your power and your purpose with more clarity and more intention than ever before. Are you feeling the support and wisdom of the ancestors flowing through you now? And as the meaning behind these repeating cycles becomes clearer, recognize that they are not simply a set of challenges, but also they are opportunities, powerful catalysts for growth, for transformation, and for the expansion of consciousness. Each cycle is designed to bring both the shadow and the light to the surface, allowing you to integrate all aspects of your being with love and compassion, moving more fully into your authenticity and your purpose as a loving force for the collective. These are not random events, but they are designed to awaken your true power and your capacity to act as a beacon of light in a world that is in a great deal of transition, and that every cycle is pushing you into your highest potential, while also pushing humanity into a new era of love and understanding. So, are you ready to embrace these cycles as a pathway to your own personal mastery, as well as a pathway to the highest good of all? And now, as you integrate these concepts, recognize the profound implications that they have, both for your own personal reality and also for the collective. You are being called to make very conscious choices, to be very intentional, and to be very responsible with the immense energetic power that you carry within. This is no longer a time for being passive, but rather it is time to step into action and to understand that you are actively co-creating your own reality, as well as co-creating the reality of those around you. Your unique perspective, your focused intention, and your energetic influence will directly shape your future, and also shape the future of humanity, which shows that you are a powerful creator, and you must take full ownership of this profound capacity. Are you now understanding the very real influence that your choices have on your own timelines, as well as the timelines of the collective? And as you move forward, recognize that everything from the activation of your cosmic imprint to this very moment of heightened awareness is all part of a profound process designed to completely shift the trajectory of consciousness, both on a personal level and also on a global scale, and that this is a very powerful and divinely orchestrated event. You are not just experiencing random changes, but you are actively participating in a conscious transformation, designed to move humanity from a place of separation into a place of unity, and that each step of the way is leading you closer to the divine understanding of love, compassion, and the understanding that you are a very powerful being. This is not a destination, but an ongoing process of ever-expanding growth, and this process will reveal more of your beauty, more of your magic, and more of your infinite potential, so embrace the expansion. Are you now seeing how every moment of your path is an important and beautiful part of this divine transformation? Now let's weave these threads together and clarify how your cosmic imprint, your unique activation codes, your ability to navigate the timelines, and your connection to the spiritual realms are all part of the same system, and all working together in perfect precision and perfect purpose. It is all part of the same design, and they each work together to create your unique experience, as well as to collectively influence the whole, and they are all divinely inspired and divinely orchestrated for you. These are all part of a dynamic system that is constantly responding to your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, which shows how powerful you truly are and how important you are to the unfolding of consciousness, and that you are an essential and beautiful piece of this whole design. Are you now seeing how everything in your experience is divinely interwoven and purposeful? And as these patterns deepen, understand that they are not just random, they are designed to show you your path and your purpose, and to remind you of the infinite nature of creation, and how each cycle is designed to activate a new level of understanding, a deeper level of compassion, and a more expansive level of your divine wisdom. This is the ongoing spiral of growth, and each pass through this spiral gives you a new and more expanded perspective, allowing you to see where you have been, where you currently are, and where you are going in a way that is more clear and more aligned. The map is being revealed through your direct experience, and the guidance is being given to you through the patterns that you are currently observing and the awareness that you hold in this very moment. So, are you now ready to trust in the beauty and the precision of the patterns that are always supporting you? Now let's address the questions that we posed at the beginning and reveal that the unusual experiences you have been feeling are not random or unique to you, but rather they are a response to precise cosmic activations designed to awaken you to your role as a powerful energetic anchor and a conscious co-creator who is actively influencing the future of humanity and the timelines you choose. The mystery is now unveiled, and the truth is that you were always meant to be here, and that you chose to step into this role and to influence the trajectory of consciousness in this profound and powerful way, and the time has come for you to step into that with purpose. You are both supported and needed at this time, so trust in your heart and let your soul be your guide, because you know the way, and now is your time. Do you now understand how divinely supported you are on this journey of transformation? And as this chapter closes, release the tension that has been building and recognize that you are not alone, and you are surrounded by infinite love, infinite support, and infinite wisdom, and that you are ready for whatever comes next, with a heart full of courage and a soul filled with love. The journey ahead will still have its challenges, but you are now armed with the wisdom, the tools, and the unwavering understanding of your own power and your connection to the divine. Trust in your heart and know that there are always unseen forces, angels, guides, and ancestors that are here to support you, to protect you, and to guide you on your path, so be open to receiving their love, their wisdom, and their support. Are you now willing to allow the universe to love you through all the cycles of your experience? And now, as you step forward, ask yourself how you will use this new knowing to create more love, more joy, and more compassion in every moment of your life, and to use your gifts for the greatest good of all those around you. The possibilities are infinite, and your potential is limitless, and now is the time to choose the path of love, to choose the path of courage, and to choose the path that is aligned with your divine purpose, because you have always held the key to the transformation of consciousness. And what new levels of your potential are you now ready to embrace, knowing that you are always divinely supported and divinely guided? The choice is yours, and it is now time to consciously choose. So what will you create now, knowing what you now know? And as the implications of this information begin to unfold in your life, relationships, and your society, remember that you are a powerful influencer of the timelines of humanity, and you carry the responsibility to create a future that is based in love, in unity, and in compassion. You have the power to choose, you have the power to influence, and you have the power to create the future that you want to experience, and you must take full ownership of this profound ability and to start taking action today. Allow your unique gifts, your talents, and your perspective to guide you in this endeavor, and always remember that what you create within is always reflected outwardly, so choose wisely, choose boldly, and always choose love. Are you now ready to step into your role as a powerful influencer of the timelines of your reality and the reality of all beings? And now I invite you to share your insights, your experiences, and your reflections in the comment section below, and to connect with the larger community of other chosen souls that are navigating this path, because it is in community that we will find our strength, our validation, and the courage to move forward, knowing that you are never alone. Your journey is a gift, and your story is needed, and your perspective is important, and when we come together, we can amplify the love, the light, and the transformation that we all seek. So reach out and connect with your beautiful family of light, because you are all needed now. So, are you now ready to share your experiences and connect with others that are traveling on this same path? And finally, as we move into the next phase of this unfolding, understand that the journey continues, and that each cycle will reveal new layers of your potential, new tools for growth, and more opportunities to deepen into your own unique gifts. We will continue to explore specific techniques for energetic clearing, for grounding, for setting intentions, and for connecting to your spiritual guides, and these practices will help to empower you to move forward with more clarity, more grace, and more ease into your greatest potential. Know that the next phase may bring even greater intensity and even more profound opportunities for transformation, so remain vigilant and remain focused on your heart, because you know the way and you are always held, loved, and supported every step of the way. If you found this information helpful, and if you wish to explore these topics further, please click subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.